Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you're done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny, little bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the move. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Don't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. I'm fucking with you, don't know how to love me. I'm dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch. Back on my bully, back on my dish, you in the studio. Back on tequila, back on the strippers, all the groupie hoes. This could get ugly, I'm petty, I want you bad out of smoke. I'm coming crazy, baby, baby, one thing that you should know. Little baby, bounce back, act like you a stranger, memory loss, I play it like that. Call your boys, I'm getting about that. Faded up to 42, quarters too important. Blue drink inside the roll up, hold up. Watch me go up, leave you so stuck. I'm back and I'm better than me. One bitch on my level, ain't no question. I'm a legend, baby. Don't ever forget it. No, you see me rolling in this rose gold, so cold. Oh no, I can't fuck with lames like you no more. Back up on the scene, out here acting foolish like I'm 17. I just bought a new whip, don't need gasoline. I just think you're new, bitch, boosted my self-esteem. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch, flex on my legs, in my Model X. Flex on my legs, in my Model X.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna bump me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is beating for you, and I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I stay. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm here. And my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm here. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you wanna do me wrong. See, when I'm home, I'm all alone, and you are always gone. Boy, you know I really love you, I can't deny. I can't see how you could bring me to so many tears after all these years. See, my days are cold without you. My days, and though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you. Without you, without you, I keep on running back to you. I trusted you, I trusted you. So sad, what love will make you do. All the things that we accept, be the things that we regret. So all of my ladies, hear me, come on, sing with me. See, when I get the strength to leave you, always tell me that you need me. And I'm weak cause I believe you, and I'm mad because I love you. say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same page. In my mind, I'm done fighting it. In your heart, you keep trying. The truth is not hiding. That's just the way we are. But can't say you love me when it's like that. Can't say I love you when it's like that. If it was new, it won't be like that. To everybody else, it will just all be bad. But I love when we make up like that. And you love it when I make you mad. But maybe we just love like that. Yeah, maybe we just love like that. Sometimes I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile. And it's hard for me to try to doubt this feeling. Yeah, we could just walk away. Yeah, we could just stay away. The things I love about you, I can't change. No, 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 no. In my mind, I'm done fighting it. In your heart, you keep trying. And the truth, we done hiding. That's just the way we are. Can't say you love me when it's like that. Can't say I love you when it's like that. If it was new, it won't be like that. To everybody else, it will just all be bad. But I love when we make up like that. And you love it when I make you mad. But maybe we just love like that. Yeah, maybe we just love like that. Can't say you love me when it's like that. Like that. But I love it when it's like that. Well, maybe we just love like that. Yeah, maybe we just love like that. Can't say you love me when it's like that. Can't say I love you when it's like that. If it was new, it won't be like that. To everybody else, it will just all be mad. But I love when we make up like that. And you love it when I make you mad. But maybe we just love like that. Yeah, maybe we just love like that.
Niggas ain't getting no money, tell them quit that cap. Niggas ain't getting no money, tell them quit that capping. Yeah. In it be relaxing, you ain't even did your taxes. Yeah. We went triple platinum, I don't wanna hear no nagging. Made it happen. Young and I died, bottom buddy, made it happen. I don't wanna make no friends, point me to my ends. Who we think he is in that brand new Benz? They should've knew I was coming, just a little young and I knew I'd give me some money. Know I turn nothing to something, I look at your cousin, the youngest he's me and running. I promise to keep it 100, keep it 100. You see me down in the house, so you got to respect me. Fuck you, give me my check, please. Young and chasing dreams, reaching for the stars. Had it all. But now I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. Yeah. I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than ever. Whipping a Tesla, cost hoes, etc. Hit 'em with pressure. My niggas won't let up. Tell them niggas to catch up. Wake up, got $1 million in diamonds that sit on the dresser. Run up that check, now I'm flexing my muscles, I feel like cause we come from nothing, new rollies and plaques. Fake love, it was holding them back. Flashbacks while you pouring the yak. Since a young nigga, he just wanted to shine. Used to daydream about thumbing through racks. He tuck and get cold in the rack. Tears fall while he loading the strap. Seen it all, he just wanna relax. I'm richer than I ever been. Put my heart before the bag, worst shit I ever did. Gave you a second chance and you laugh again. Remember days I used to wonder will we ever win. Young and chasing dreams, reaching for the stars. See all you can be, either you gon' starve. Young and like that bottom body beat the odds. Yeah, you love it all. I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. Yeah, I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. Ever been. He richer than he ever been. Ever
Cups of the rose, bitches in my old phone. I should call one and go home. I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try is happy with a good guy, but I've been drinking so much, I'ma call her anyway and say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say fuck that nigga that you think you found. And since you picked up, I know he's not around. I'm just saying you can do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? I'm just saying you can do better. And you'll start hating only if you make it. Cups of the XO. All my people been here. I see all of my friends here. Guess she don't have the time to kick it no more. Flights in the morning. What you doing that's so important? I've been drinking so much that I'ma call you anyway and say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say fuck that nigga that you think you found. And since you picked up, I know he's not around. I'm just saying you can do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? I'm just saying you can do better. And I'll start hating only if you make me.
I
got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. You got it, girl, you got it.
Take your spotlight. If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do. Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You're still on mute.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Good morning. Good morning.
There you go. Okay.
Real time, real time.
What is it?
Hello.
Hey, Candy Corn, how you feeling?
What is that damn clown doing on his avatar?
Is that a
Is
Bible?
it? Yeah, it looked like it's preaching. He got the little preacher sash on and stuff.
Mm.
It's Father Pennywise.
Wow.
Passing the collection plate. Dig deep, people. Dig deep.
I can't. Why are you ministering today? I mean,
Just in a holy mood right now. Just feeling my, just want to preach.
oh, okay.
I gotta take this phone call. Be right back.
All right. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Hey, Leah. Hey, Miss Margie. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Room Shaker, if you're still here. Hey, Miss Marsh. Hey, Lady Marie. Did I say Lady Marie? No. Um, I think that's it. Hey, E. Brooks. All right, y'all, we're gonna get into it today because I'm not really into it, but I'm gonna get into it. So I mentioned, I think it was yesterday. I mentioned, I'm feeling much better now, but that's the trick of a lymphoma. So hopefully I can have it removed soon. I pray for you, Candy. You welcome, boo. I hope you feel better, honey. So listen, um, so I think it was yesterday I mentioned the whole wing lady. Well, they're clowning this lady pretty much on social media, and I don't. I gotta listen to this whatever because all the clips I found on this particular story, I promise you, most 99% of them was like less than a minute. It's not a huge like a long video out there. It's a lot of articles, and they all saying the same thing. And but you know they apparently she committed this crime some time ago. She's just not, I guess, pleading out and being sentenced. And she was sentenced to like 9 years. I don't know if y'all know anything about it. Somebody mentioned it in the chat yesterday, so somebody knows about it. But anywho, we're gonna get into it. It's not gonna be long because like I say, it's not much out there um on this story. But I just wanted to mention it. I just wanted to bring it to y'all. Apparently, this lady who was she was a cafeteria worker and she had to be the person in order. I mean, in charge of ordering, you know, food or whatever. And she pretty much, I'm just still behooved at the dollar amount of the chicken wings. I just, to be honest, that's a lot of chicken. And hopefully, something I listened to today will explain what she did with all that damn chicken. You know, I don't know if Miss Vera was selling plates at the house. I don't know if she was cooking the chicken wings for the church. Hey, Miss Sonia, I don't know what she. I don't know what this lady did with all the chicken. Maybe she was just boosting it. Maybe she was a chicken booster. You know, she was selling cases of chicken. You know, to the neighborhood. I don't know, but all I know is not chicken wings are high. Don't get it twisted. You know, they high, but 1.4 I think is the number. $1.4 million in chicken wings. That's a lot of chicken. Now, let's just listen because I just I am behooved. Okay, let me do this.
A former South Suburban school lunch lady is now facing criminal charges accused of stealing more than $1 million worth of chicken wings.
WGN's Andrea Medina has that story from Harvey. This went on for about a year and a half. What the school worker allegedly did with a large amount of chicken wings is still unknown, but she's in custody at the Cook County Jail and is accused of placing unauthorized purchases separately from the district's legitimate orders. 66-year-old Vera Liddell is a former Harvey School District 152.
Now, y'all, this is the news coverage when it first broke a year ago. This is a year old. This is a year old. This broke a year ago. This is from a year ago.
Students weren't allowed in the classroom. Liddell worked for Harvey Schools for more than a decade.
Hold on.
She was a food services director, 52 employee. She's at the center of a major theft at the Cook County Jail. 66-year-old Vera Liddell is a former Harvey School District 152 employee. She's at the center of a major theft scheme that grew during the COVID-19 pandemic when students weren't allowed in the classroom. Liddell worked for Harvey Schools for more than a decade. She was director, but after her tenure, she was hired as a consultant in July 2020. In that role, she was in charge of placing food orders. Between July 2020 to February 2022, Cook County prosecutors allege she used her position to embezzle $1.5 million from the school district. Court documents accuse Liddell of ordering more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings from the district's food provider, Gordon Food Service, GFS, and picking them up with the district's cargo van. At this time, it's not clear what Liddell did with them, but a proffer presented at her bond hearing last week says the food was never brought to the school or provided to the students. It goes on to say even though the children were learning remotely, the school district continued to provide meals for the students that their families could pick up. The scheme was uncovered January 2022 by the district's business manager during a mid-year audit. The manager found the district was $3,000 over its budget and were only halfway through the school year. Court records reveal the manager discovered individual invoices signed by Liddell for massive quantities of chicken wings, an item never served to students because they contain bones. Parents say it's upsetting to know someone may have selfishly taken the
That's what I was going to say. Like, I don't remember now. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what they serve in school. Cafeterias. Well, yeah, I don't know for facts because my grandbabies don't even eat the school lunches. It grosses them out. They take lunch to school, but I don't remember when we was in school. Well, I was in school that we even had chicken wings.
No, it's a choke hazard.
But my thing is this: the lady, she stole chicken for over a year, and these people know that chicken is not served in the school. So how was she able to get away with it for so long?
They only do the audits twice a year.
Okay.
And because they were over budget, someone went and looked to see what we were excessively buying. So if she wasn't buying it in such massive quantities, they would have never noticed. Meaning if she bought it here and there, they wouldn't have noticed. But because she was buying one particular thing in abundance, and then they're like, well, we don't even serve that. Why do we eat? Like I said, if she had bought a small amount of chicken wings for her to take home to her family every week, no one would have noticed that.
This is crazy.
11 cases, 11,000 cases of chicken wings is a little, But
like I said, this is a year ago when the story first broke, and they didn't know why or where the chicken went to. Hopefully, it's something that I listened to before we get out of here will explain what that lady did with all that damn chicken. I'm convinced she had to be boosting them,
and selling them to restaurants.
She had to be selling large quantities. She was pushing chicken wings like dope.
Yes. She probably knocked on the door with a secret knock, and they'd be like, "Got the shit."
Oh my God! Like honestly, this is crazy. This is crazy. That's the only reason why I talk about it, because it really got me stumped. Like it's really got me stumped.
Now look, they were only 3,000 over budget, but it was halfway through the season.
Exactly.
So she was like, "Yo, I got these boxes. Chicken wing. She could have been on the corner and shit, opening a van door. Chicken wing."
I think she was boosting. I think she was selling cases of chicken in the neighborhood.
Yes. I think she had a restaurant. She knew a bunch of restaurants.
She don't look like she got no. She don't look like she got nothing.
No,
well, you can't go by looks, but damn.
No, she didn't look like she got $1.5 million of anything.
My God, today.
Maybe she has a large family. I don't know, but
the truth, over $1 million worth of chicken wings that's all they ate.
Well, we know she wasn't
getting them chicken wings for her family. That was all they ate was chicken wings every day, 3 times a day.
Every day, 3 times a day, sometimes more.
Miss Margie, everybody loves chicken. Everybody loves chicken wings, and everybody knows that chicken wings went up so high one time that I thought I wasn't gonna never eat a wing again.
She had a truck.
Chicken wings was high at one point in time, like high.
She got herself a magnetic sticker of a chicken and put it on the side of the truck.
Come on, bro.
Chicken wings for sale. Chicken wings. Well, we know
she was serving all the hot wing spots. She was serving all the hot wing spots. I'm convinced.
But we know what she didn't use the money for, and that was definitely her hair.
Oh my God!
Definitely was not getting her hair done with that money, or makeup. She wasn't buying any makeup either.
This is crazy.
By Liddell for massive quantities of chicken wings, an item never served to students because they contain bones. Parents say it's upsetting to know someone may have selfishly taken the funds intended to nourish students.
So this is the area that we live in. We live in like, middle class, lower than middle class in this area. So it really don't surprise me that somebody would try to get over, but it's kind of sad.
Others claim it's not surprising to know a trusted person in their community would do such thing, but they're hoping the district enforces effective oversight over the financial activities of the district.
I just feel that the people that was watching over that money or whose jobs it was, they need to be looked at because that shouldn't happen.
The Harvey superintendent is aware of the charges, but declined to speak on camera or give a comment because it is an ongoing investigation. Liddell's next court date is February 22nd. Reporting in Harvey, Andrea Medina, WGN News.
Okay, I got to find, because that was a year ago, right?
All right, next up, lunch late.
Yeah, that's another video we're gonna get into, but I got to find a recent, a recent video of because I think she played out, y'all. I don't think there was a trial or anything. No, Willie D, I don't like you. I don't like you. Something about you. You give me creep vibes. But let me see something, y'all. Let me do something. Right.
A convicted chicken wing thief from prison.
Oh my God, this is crazy. What happened? Oh, this said what happened to the wing. I think he's trying to be funny.
You do know who Willie D is, right?
No, I don't care.
Willie D was one of the rappers in the Ghetto Boys.
I never was into the Ghetto Boys.
What? How could you not? Bushwick Bill?
Yeah, I knew about them. I mean, of course, but I didn't get into them like that.
What was their Halloween song? That was the best song ever.
I don't know. I told you I wasn't into him like that. I don't know. Hell. So he was. That's why he looks angry. He gets some of our wing spots shut down around that time because of the. It was a shortage. She had him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she could have contributed to that.
Ebooks. I mean, he could be good to you, but I don't like him. Sorry.
But the wing shortage came because they had to put down a lot of chickens because they became sick with the bird flu.
I know at one point in time there was a shortage, and then I also know at one point in time that the motherfuckers were high. I do know that.
And then they got they were smaller. I was like, what the fuck chicken you take this fucking wing from?
And then, yeah, they got little. Even ordering from the wing place, they was little.
Yeah, it was like 2 bites and the shit is gone. Like, damn, I took 2 bites and this shit is gone. And they charged you more.
Yeah, they went up. The price went up because there was a shortage, but the wings got smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. Let's see if he's gonna say what happened to the chicken wings.
A woman has officially been sentenced to 9 years in prison after police.
Hey, man.
In Illinois, a woman has officially been sentenced to 9 years in prison after police say she stole a whopping $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. So for more on this, let's go to Fox 5 chief chicken wing correspondent and Chicagoland native Loretto Cruz III. Hey, Loretto, how you doing?
Hey, Jim, I'm doing great. And not everyone from Chicago talks like that. I'm just going to start off and say that off the bat.
Did he call him a chicken wing consultant?
Me in a funk. I need to know what happened here.
I don't know.
Did he say a chicken wing consultant?
I'm telling you, they clowning this whole. These people are clowning this situation on the internet.
Yeah, they clowning.
Talks like that. I'm just going to start off and say that off the bat. This has me in a funk. I need to know.
Chicagoland native Loretto Cruz III. Hey, Loretto, how you doing?
Hey, Jim, I'm doing great. And not everyone from Chicago talks like that. I'm just going to start off and say that off the bat.
Got Bears.
This has me in a funk. I need to know what happened
You
here.
have been deep in thought on this.
I have. I've been doing the research. I've literally been making phone calls, sending email.
This
what
is
I
true.
found out, the woman's name, Vera Liddell. She worked as a food service director for Harvey School District 152, just south of Chicago, for a little over 10 years. Now, prosecutors say she ordered more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings over about a year and a half. This despite the fact that no kids were in school at the time because of the pandemic. The court found Liddell used the district's cargo van to pick up and transport the wings, but it's still not clear where to. And that is the fact here that really piqued my interest, because charges in this case were originally filed last January. Apparently, they had enough information to convict her, but no one seems to know what happened to the themselves. Local outlets like Chicago outlets like AC7, WGN, our sister station, Fox 32, and others published stories about it, but none mention what Liddell did with the wings. National outlets, mainly using information from the locals, also failed to mention it, with some exceptions. Newsweek, for example, apparently had enough information to determine that she may have been operating a criminal enterprise, but did not elaborate further. Saying, quote,
not a criminal enterprise. Listen, of chicken. I told y'all she was boosting that chicken.
It's unclear what became of the chicken wings. And my question here is why? What happened? Did
Oh,
she
I
eat them? Was
feel
it
it.
some kind of plea deal they're trying to cover up? Did she sell them at a profit? This is 11,000 cases of chicken wings here. Not 11,000 wings, 11,000 cases.
Sure.
Enough to where if someone were to just come across them sitting in the middle of a field or something, they'd really have no choice but to say,
Look at all those chickens.
Now, I want people to know something, because I came in today and you asked if I remember this story, and you did research. You called Fox 32. You literally reached out to the prosecutors.
Yeah, that's true. Earlier today, I called Fox 32. I asked them, hey, do you have the court documents for this? Did they tell you anything? Like, what happened to the chicken wings? They said, we don't know. Like, that's one thing in this story that we don't know. I also emailed the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. They sent me back some court documents which did not specify what happened to these chicken wings. They directed me to the county clerk, and them I'm still waiting to hear back from.
That's incredible. I mean, really, for you to do all that work there.
Journalism is all about. Thank you. Thank you. We need to know what happened to those chicken wings. So if you know, hit us up on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah. If you have wild speculation, hit us up on Twitter too.
Yeah, I'm always open to it.
Thank you,
Okay,
Lord.
I'm done with that. I can't even entertain this story no more. And the fact that they don't know what happened to the chicken, I can't. She got 9 years. Let me see. Hold on. She got 9 years. Oh, I do want to point out the fact that this NFL player. Hold on a minute. You know what?
Hey, I just said that to you. He wanted to pay her bond to get her out of jail.
That's not a. She don't have a. She's been convicted. She's going.
Yeah. But he tried to. I guess he tried to pay for the chicken wings, so she wouldn't have to go to jail.
Where did you send it to?
I just sent it to your email.
I got a video. Let me see what you got.
But it's funny because their budget was $300,000 for the year.
But why did they even have a budget if children were not in school at the time?
Because they provided meals, meaning that the parents could come by and pick up meals for the kids.
I remember that. They did have that service. I think they have that service here too.
But my question is, if your budget is $300,000, how did you get $1.5 million worth of chicken wings? How's that? Your budget's
They said it happened over a span of a year, a little over a year. She didn't order all of it at one time.
Yeah, I know.
It happened over a.
So their budget is $300,000. So within that 6 months, the later half of the 6 months, right? They audit them and they find that they've already exceeded their budget for the year. So I'm wondering if they're going back to the year before, or the 6 months before, because they said she did it over a year span, right? How did they come to the price of $1.5 million? Is that like, I guess, what it would really cost if you were to buy those cases of chicken, and not what the school system gets it at? Because that's a large. If your budget's only $300,000, but you spent the $300,000 already, you had to be buying other things. She didn't spend all $300,000 on chicken wings.
Hey,
I just think they blew up the.
Hey, Renee.
the number. You know what I'm saying? They blew up the number to. I mean, they could have charged you with 100,000.
What do you mean they blew up the number?
Like she only had in a year's time.
But I'm telling you, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
In a year's time, she had $300,000 to spend. Right? So she spends 300,000. Where'd they get 1.5 million from?
I told you it happened over time. It happened over it didn't
a year.
Happen. Well, was it just a year?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I can't see how long she was doing it for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's.
How did they get to that?
How did they get to that number? Like I said, that number is a lot.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot, and it was 11,000 cases of chicken wings. That's a lot of chicken wings, but still, how did they get to the number of 1.5 million? So she worked for them for 9 years, but she was only in this role for a year. Because remember, she was no longer she was actually acting as a consultant.
Yeah. Okay, let's read this article. I hope it comes up for y'all. Let me take this down. This guy, this NFL player, is he retired or is he still a player?
This was last year at the Super Bowl. He said this.
Oh, this was last year. Why are they just bringing all this stuff up?
I don't, because she just got sentenced.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read it. I don't know if it's gonna come up for y'all. Let me read it. It says, Chief Chris Jones offers to pay 1.5 million for stolen chicken wings to free ex-school worker.
How does he know her?
I don't know. I don't even know if he knows her.
Well, that's ridiculous.
This is in Harvey, Illinois. Illinois school worker found guilty of stealing $1.5 million worth of food, mostly chicken wings. It said mostly chicken wings.
Yeah,
so maybe she making plates.
Yeah. She had some cornbread and some macaroni and cheese in there. Yeah, she was handing out plates to the. Maybe he got all the chicken wings. This big fat ass.
Mostly chicken wings is getting some love from an NFL star. On Tuesday, Kansas City, and this article was the truth. This article was released yesterday, August 15, 2024. At 4:47. So he's just recently. Let me see.
I think he said it at the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you what this article. It says updated August 15, 2024. On Tuesday, Kansas City Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones posted to Twitter X now.
Yeah.
Offering to pay for the wings that she stole to get her free in a bid to get Vera Liddell out of prison. On Friday, a judge sentenced Liddell 68 to 9 years behind bars after she pled guilty to a felony theft charge. She was the food service worker for the Harvey School District 152. Harvey, Illinois, lies roughly 22 miles south of Chicago. Cook County prosecutors accused her of stealing massive amounts of food meant for take-home meals for students learning remotely during the pandemic. The district consists of 5 schools. Records show the total enrollment is 1,600 children, with more than 80% of students qualifying as low income. I don't understand what they had to do with anything, but okay. Liddell billed the district and picked up over 11,000 cases of chicken wings in a school district cargo van, prosecutors said, but students never got a chance to eat them. The scheme was uncovered by the district's business manager during a routine mid-year audit. She discovered individual invoices signed by Liddell for massive quantities of chicken wings, an item that was never served to students because they contained bones. Prosecutors said in an earlier court document, while nice to have football star, while it's nice to have a football star in her corner, the criminal justice system will not allow for her release. Wow. And like she committed a, oh my God. Attorneys representing Liddell told the New York Times they have not been contacted by either Jones, his agent, or the Kansas City Chiefs. So he threw that out there. Yeah, and you know what? This is the thing. You can't buy somebody way out of prison. You should have offered to pay that before she got sentenced, before she pled guilty.
Why didn't he try to give back the $300,000 or the $600,000 that she used so that the school system, because they had to find that money somewhere to finish feeding the kids.
I don't know. This is weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, the 1.5 must be the street value of the chicken wings.
Did you? Why do you keep? So we talking about street value. We talking about dope.
Duchess just said that too. That was the street value.
My thing is, I don't understand why they don't know what. Shouldn't have been a part of her plea for her to tell what she did with all that damn shit. Because I'm curious.
Well, she wasn't going to give up the people that bought them from him, because then they would be arrested for.
I'm not saying she had to give up the people. I'm just saying she should have. At least she should have been made to say what she did with all that chicken.
You think they call her the chicken lady in jail?
The wing lady at the most. That's what they call it on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, you the chicken lady, right?
And then he gonna throw that out there. You can't buy somebody's way out of prison. Like, honestly, if you was gonna do that, you would have did that before she played out.
If I worked in the cafeteria handing out the food, I'd be like, I'd be like, hey, we're having your favorite today, chicken wings.
And I can guarantee you she's pay back restitution. Is he still gonna pay that money?
Well, yeah,
is he still gonna pay? Because I can guarantee you she gotta pay restitution.
She don't look like she saved any of that money.
Okay.
Not a dime of it.
Okay, so next up, y'all, we're gonna talk about this case. Now, I don't know how many of you all heard about this case. I was interested in this case because you got a whole Karen that took it to the next level. So this is the case. Let me pull up this video. I don't know if I want to do. That's a press conference. That's her interrogation. Now, this trial is actually going on right now, y'all. As a matter of fact, they are in the process of giving closing arguments. They may even have a verdict today. This trial was really, really quick. I think altogether it may have been like 4 or 5 days. But it was a really quick trial. But hold on, let me do this. The paperwork should have been done monthly. They must wanted to build a case. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but this lady, her name is Susan. Last name, I'm not sure how to pronounce. But that's her jail photo. Like I say, this trial is actually going on right now, today. Today they're giving closing arguments. They may be a verdict today or maybe next week, but I wanted to introduce the case because I'm not gonna play the whole trial, but they do have videos of different people testifying. So I did want to talk about it because it's crazy. Her name is Susan. I'm gonna say Lawrence, something like that. But this is the description in this video.
Laura Wentz or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. The Florida woman accused of gunning down her neighbor after a years-long feud faces trial for manslaughter. Susan called 911 nearly a dozen times in the year. Now, mind you, she's white, older white woman, and the lady she killed is a middle-aged black woman. Okay. She called 911 nearly a dozen times in the year leading up to the shooting of 35-year-old, they call her AJ. Her name is like a Jake Owens, but they call her AJ Owens. Okay, Susan regularly complained about neighborhood children, including Owens kids, playing near her property and calling her Karen. The feud turned deadly when Owens went to Susan's home to confront her after she allegedly yelled at her children and threw an iPad at one of them. Susan claimed she feared for her life, fired one shot through the locked front door, wounding Owens. Oh, so they give me a video breaking down what happened. Let me see if I can go to that right quick. But this right here, y'all, this pissed me off. Yep, it pissed me off. Oh no, that goes to the network. I don't need that. Okay, so we're gonna watch this video, and this video was released on the 13th, a couple days ago. Florida Karen accused of killing mom of 4 faces trial after neighborhood feud turned deadly. Now, this is the video that Law and Crime put out right before the trial started. Like I said, the trials were going on for about 3, 4, 5 days. And like I say, this morning, they delivered closing statements. Could be a verdict today, could be next week, but I just wanted to introduce this to y'all. And we're going to talk about it because it pissed me off. Yeah, it pissed me off. So let's watch this, y'all. She look. I'm gonna just keep my. I'm gonna try to keep it cute.
Lawrence is now headed to track out a black mother of 4.
I don't want to be intimidated by them screaming and yelling at me, telling me calling me Karen. They're calling me names. Really, we're gonna, devolve to this simple bullying. I don't want to face this.
It's a case that gained national attention after now 59-year-old Susan Lawrence pulled the trigger on Ajika or AJ Owens, Lawrence's neighbor. Officials say Lawrence shot at Owens through a locked metal door over a disagreement involving Owens's children, who'd been playing in an open field near Lawrence's apartment. In the weeks leading up to Owens's death, body camera video captured Lawrence making multiple complaints to law enforcement. Her biggest problem? Owens's 4 children.
I don't know what his problem is. This guy in the next building, and there's no trespassing signs. The kids have been out of control. They're screaming, yelling.
As the case heads to trial,
Where the hell did you trespass on the apartment complex? Those are apartments. Lady, you don't live in a house. How do you trespass unless you actually like standing in front of her door or trying to get into her house? How do you trespass on an apartment complex?
Back at what we know so far and what we can expect looking forward.
I just don't know what to do with these kids. It's ridiculous at this point.
The case takes place in Ocala, Florida, about an hour and a half northwest of Orlando. The deadly shooting happened in June 2023, but Lawrence first contacted the Marion County Sheriff's Office in February 2022, reporting that Owens got physical with her.
I work at home, I do insurance, and the kids are screaming and yelling. And so it's very hard for me.
It's during the day, lady. It's during the day.
It's really, we can hear it. It's loud. It's noisy.
Ooh, I can feel my pressure right, my blood boiling. Go ahead, D-Truth. Go ahead.
So these apartments are, I guess, duplex style or individual apartments because there was a fence right beside her house. So you have a little small yard in front of your house. I'm guessing that tree is where she's talking about they play.
Well, the lady just said they were playing in a field right by her apartment. They wasn't like in front of her apartment.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's that right there.
Okay.
That area right there to where she's standing in front of that big tree and that large area right there, which is I guess an empty lot, which is behind her her house right there. So she has no claim to that area.
Absolutely not.
And the noise ordinance doesn't begin until, in some places 10 p.m. So how are you complaining about the noise? Unless they're physically banging on your door or your domicile, you can't say anything. Nothing. And that little area in front of her is still a common area. It's not enclosed with a fence, so it's still considered a common area. So I don't know what the hell she's other than it's like get some earphones or something, bitch. You complain
No,
about
it's
kids.
like it's like you stay in an apartment complex. Anybody knows if you stay. Now I get it. You work from home. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that ain't nobody issues but yours. The thing about it is when you stay in an apartment complex, you gotta expect if you stay downstairs, your upstairs neighbor's gonna make noise. You're gonna hear children playing outside. You just gonna hear the noise of others around you. It's a darn apartment complex. It's not like you're in a house on acres of land and things of that nature. No complaint, but was upset because they called her Karen.
Well, they called her Karen because she come outside and
They
yelling.
called her Karen because she stayed calling the cops.
Yeah, and yelling at them.
She stayed calling the cops on them. There were numerous complaints to the cops that couldn't do anything about it. Now, in a synopsis, without me hearing everything, just knowing what I know, you threw that you we ain't gonna talk about the fact that you yelled at the kids or whatever, but you threw an iPad at the kids. So you knew when you threw that iPad at that lady's kids, she probably did come over there to whoop your ass. Because I would have. But the thing about it is you didn't even open the door. You didn't unlock the door. You shot the woman through the door with your scary ass.
Who was presenting no danger to you.
You assaulted her kids.
Yeah.
And then you shoot her.
Again, you can't shoot through the door unless you can prove someone's trying to break in.
And the door was locked. Okay? Locked. And it was a metal door.
And she didn't call police. Meaning she didn't call police to say someone's trying to break in.
Exactly.
She just shot.
But when I come on the side here, I just can't hear my clients.
Okay.
That's not fair to me.
Yeah,
I
no,
have,
I understand.
Right to have peaceful and quiet
Listen,
enjoyment.
I understand.
I'm sorry, my heart's thumping.
No, you're fine, just
I
breathe.
just didn't know she was going to actually get physical with me.
Without the sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not cool. You don't get physical. I mean, that's
She
ridiculous.
just threw it?
No, she whipped it at me. I mean, she hit me.
But Owens told a different story.
Showing her sign, showing her sign, like almost like she went and bought a little private property sign and she stuck it in there. So she had the sign. She's basically like, I'm the sign in my face. And when she went to pick it back up, I picked the sign up and I threw the sign up. I literally picked the sign up and I walked off. I threw the sign. I said, I can go and buy a sign too instead of me anything. At that point, I guess she's already on the phone and I'm being attacked. Someone's attacking me. I'm literally in the street now proceeding to go over here.
Where this happened?
Right over here at my mailbox.
Okay.
Other neighbors backed up Owens, saying she never hit Lawrence.
Yeah, she didn't touch that lady. She just took the thing out the ground and that was it.
What thing?
The thing, the no trespassing thing. She didn't touch it. No, she didn't throw it at her leg. She did not throw it.
I have to slow this down to hear it. I want to hear what she said. Now you got the neighbors backing up. AJ.
I understand.
I'm sorry, my heart's thumping.
No, you're fine, just breathe.
I just didn't know she was going to actually get physical with me.
Without the sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not cool. You don't get physical. I mean, that's
She
ridiculous.
just threw it?
No, she whipped it at me. I mean, she hit me.
But Owens told a different story.
Showing her sign, showing her sign, like almost like she went and bought a little private property sign and she stuck it in there. So she left.
How the hell did you put a this lady crazy? See, you can't argue with crazy. You can't play with crazy. How do you put a private property sign in front of an apartment? Can you please explain this to me?
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if her house. I think their houses are different from her house.
These are not houses, sir.
This is right here. These are.
That's not a house. That's a duplex.
Okay, so it's two apartments next to each other.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you put a private property sign in front of an apartment or a duplex?
in your common area. No, you can't. It's not your property.
You can put it like right in front of your. Okay, so even with duplexes, right? There's two sides. So one side is yours, one side is the neighbor's. So you can put a private property sign on your side because that is your property. Well, you're renting it.
But
okay,
it's common area. She could put it on her backyard.
Yeah, she can't put it in the common area.
No, it's a common area that is accessible to everyone. Meaning, there's no way to stop people from walking up there. There's not a gate. There's nothing there that separates this area to the public. Okay, if it's a backyard, you can put it on your backyard gate and says no trespassing. But you can't put it on your common area where people have to come up and walk to your door. Plus, that's not yours. Your door is yours. That common area is not yours.
Oh, baby, I'm telling you, see. Oh my God.
She didn't.
But Owens told a different story.
I can guarantee you, if who watches Fear Thy Neighbor, if that show is still up and running, this could be a good episode of Fear Thy Neighbor. Whoever watched Fear Thy Neighbor, I used to watch it when I watched TV.
Showing her sign, showing her sign, like almost like she went and bought a little private property sign and she stuck it in there. So she had a sign. She's basically like ramming the sign in my face. And then she went to pick it back up. I picked the sign up and I threw the sign. I literally picked the sign up, and as I walked off, I threw the sign. I said, I can go and buy a sign too instead of me. At that point, I guess I'm being attacked. Someone's attacking me. I'm literally in the street now, proceeding to come over here. Right over here behind the mailbox.
Okay.
Other neighbors backed up Owens, saying she never hit Lawrence.
Yeah, she didn't touch that lady. She just took the thing out the ground and not throw it at her leg. She did not throw the damn thing.
That's what London said, because London was a...
No, she didn't throw it.
No, she kind of tossed it.
Shut up, he's not over here to talk to you. She just set it down, and the lady just happened to be there. She didn't throw it at the lady. She didn't touch the lady or nothing.
But even...
And all she did was tell the lady to stop yelling at her kids. That lady yells at everybody's kids out here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go over there anymore.
Owens explained the neighborhood children played in an open field next to the home Lawrence was renting. And apparently, Lawrence claimed the children couldn't play or walk their dogs anywhere near that empty lot.
It's funny because I'm the one that never comes outside and says anything to her. But today, I just happen to feel it. First of all, before she moved there, this big open space right here. All the kids, they like to play kickball, football, and it's what she moves in. I don't want y'all playing over there. This is private property, so they don't play there. Okay, fine. I told my kids at least. They're playing over there, y'all don't go. Okay? So we have a dog, and she's always taking pictures of the kids. Oh, I'm going to call the police and have you guys arrested. Always bagging the kids. I'm teaching them over there. Stay away from your dog. Whatever. So we have a dog. My kids take the dog out. The other day, she tells my son, I'm going to have you arrested, and we're going to jail. He's 8, so he's terrified. He won't even walk the dog.
Let her know all that.
Okay, so she's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore. So I had my 11-year-old take the dog out now. So he's walking the dog on this side. Now you live on this side, okay? You don't want him over here, fine, but this is joint area. You can't tell them they can't walk him on this side. So they're walking the dog, and he's all the way back towards the fence. I'm standing here. Come on, son. She comes outside to go to the car or something. She sees him. Oh, I told you I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to have you arrested today. She has her phone out like she's taking this picture of her. Now she's trying to run back to the street. So I said, I'm sorry, what are you saying to me? And so I go over there. So this is my private property. They can't have the dog over here. I told her, first of all, he's not on your property. He's on this side. You don't own it. And even if it was on this side, you don't own this either. You're renting this just like I rent over here, just like they rent over there. You don't own this. You can't tell them technically if they're not in your personal space that they can't walk the dog or even throw their football over here.
This was just the start of Lawrence's calls to law enforcement, claiming the neighborhood kids were trespassing and causing a public disturbance. Over the next year, she made nearly a dozen calls to the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
Kids keep running back and forth over here. When the kids are out front, I don't.
You know what? You know what? I'd arrested her ass. Like you're not gonna keep calling me out here 12 times because kids are outside playing. You see,
It's really noisy. The way my apartment's set up, you can see Vin's here. They're screaming, yelling. I don't get a break from the kids at all. They don't have children. I've asked them, please, the kids all live on that side of the street. For some reason, they love to play over here. I'm like, guys.
Probably because it's open.
I understand that. I have migraines, horrible migraines. I had a very bad car wreck. I had my neck fused. I need more back surgery. I don't want to hear these children. I've asked them, please, keep the kids away. There's other places they can play here. They're screaming, yelling at me, telling the kids are not hurting anybody. The kids, they're not damaging anything. Well, they're damaging me because
you should have moved, bitch.
So bad. Most days I could barely stand. I'm on Dipyramate. I'm on Furisex. I'm on Sumatriptan. It's horrible for me. I'm in pain. I don't have the children. I'm not trying to be but, it's not fun.
Okay. Well, have you talked to your landlord?
Did you say something?
I said you should have moved, bitch.
Yes, there's no trespassing sign.
Okay.
And they're saying that this guy's giving them okay to be on the property. He doesn't own the property. Someone up in North Carolina owns the property. I'm a real estate agent. Looked them up. So I don't know where they're getting their information from. It's just not true. I don't want to be intimidated by them screaming and yelling at me, telling me I'm a bitch, calling me Karen. They're calling me names. Really, we're going to, devolve to this simple bullying. I don't want to face this.
Camera video shows Lawrence is in near constant contact with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, even calling them by phone to report the neighborhood kids allegedly stealing her things.
They stole the do not trespass sign. They've been coming, throwing bottles of water against my sliding glass door. They've actually banged on the door so hard they broke the, I don't know what the casing around the door. And I work out of my truck. They're screaming at me. As soon as I work to the truck, they come up to me and just scream like idiots. And I lost my nerve today. I just couldn't take it anymore. I called the kids retards. Then the mother comes screaming at me, don't call my children retards. I'm going to put you in a nursing home.
This lady is she called the lady children retards.
Like, why? I don't understand what's wrong with these people over here. I've never had an area where I lived in where they've been so, very behavior.
Right.
Is there anything I can do with these people?
One thing I would say is if you have a smartphone or anything like that, or if you have outside cameras, getting it all recorded and documented. That way, when we do come there, then it's not the neighbors, oh, he said, she said type thing. You have video evidence of, like, if you have an outside camera, the kids throwing, stuff at your house, or, anything that, or if you're getting out of your truck or going to your truck and they're doing that, if you have a smartphone, just start recording and say, hey, well, what? I'm recording y'all's actions, and try to keep a level head with it and everything like that. And then just tell them, like, if y'all keep continuing, law enforcement will be involved. And then that way you have that video and everything like that. That way when we get there, neighbors are not siding with her side or anything like that. So we have that proof.
On another call, Lawrence tells sheriff's deputies that her no trespassing sign was stolen again.
What's going on this evening?
Lots of children screaming their full heads off, running around. I had my truck parked in front here, so I didn't have to listen to the screaming and yelling. As soon as I moved the truck, the kids were coming up. I'm like, guys, stop. They know they're not supposed to be over here. They've been told many times. They've previously stolen a trespassing sign.
Lawrence then says someone approached her front door, threatening her.
And the little kid tells me to shut up to my face. I said, don't be disrespectful to me. And we're just exchanging words back and forth. I'm like, listen, my name is Dr. Lawrence. Don't tell me to shut up. And he was calling me names. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I said, go wherever you live. Listen, you're not going to come knock. His mother comes over here. If you treat my son like that again, I'm going to rip your ass out and we'll beat you up. Excuse me? I don't bloody well finish that. And I said, see that no trespassing sign? Get off my porch. And no, I'm not going to. I said, no, I'm calling the sheriff's department. I don't know who the hell she was, but.
Do you know where she lives?
I guess somewhere in the 20s, 30s, but I'm not going to take this.
As this recording continues, the sheriff's deputy looks for the woman who allegedly threatened Lawrence. In the process, he hears from some neighborhood kids who describe their interaction with her.
So, were you the guys that this lady was mad about?
Yes, and I just want to say that every time, like even if we're not.
Hold on. Let's bring it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Every time, even if we're not on her property and we're just like being loud and playing basketball.
Hey, those kids don't look black.
Like she just calls us names.
I don't think them are her kids. She probably messes with all the kids.
That's what I'm saying. I think she messes with all the kids. Look, bitch, just because nobody likes your pussy and no one wants your pussy, don't be mad at people that have kids that someone wanted their pussy.
You gotta make everything about coochie.
Well, it's obvious that the bitch don't have any kids.
That lady might got a lot of men coming through there banging her down.
I doubt that very much.
I'm just saying.
I doubt it. Doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally, all the kids, because that's an open spot right there.
Yeah.
All that is not her property.
I got
The
you.
guy that I was just telling this officer right here, this guy has said numerous times, y'all come over here and play, because they all like to play football.
Okay.
So she's okay with it, and that's where they mainly are. They're more on his side.
What kind of names is she calling you guys?
The B word. The B word. The P word. Everywhere in the book. Like one time the kids were playing right there, and it was his dad outside. And then she came out yelling at
Cowboy?
my dad. She came out yelling, and she was talking about a little girl getting raped and stuff. Like she's crazy. Like she'll come out just yelling
she just says
about.
weird. Like I have said stuff to her before because one time I would just happen to come outside, and she was calling them. I'm like, hey, like relax.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are kids here.
But if you guys have permission to be over there, then I can't really get on you guys too much. But if someone's going on her property, which is just her porch, it's not okay. I'm not saying you did. She's claiming you did.
He just said her porch.
I can't go one way or the
He
other,
didn't
all right?
say the walkway. He didn't say the grass. He said her porch.
Her porch.
And I'll guarantee she is the one putting the no trespassing signs in the lot.
Yes, she is.
Not the owner of the property from North Carolina is not putting no trespassing signs in. It's her putting them in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If she starts screaming at you guys, I want you to go tell an adult, okay? I don't want you to antagonize her, okay? Because what happens is when you guys antagonize her, she can make you guys look bad. And you guys are just out here playing, right?
But in a separate recording from that same evening, Lawrence says her landlord said the kids weren't allowed on her property.
They've been told by Charles not to come on the property. Charles is the owner of the building.
I bet you that's a lie. You want to know why? Because if that was true, first of all, that's not her property. The man just said if they don't come to your door, they good. And if she had told the landlord on these people and they were wrong, the landlord would talk to the parents and say, look, keep kids away, da-da-da-da. She full of crap. Let's listen.
Like I told, he said, kids, like I said, they stole the trespassing. It's it was that's why there's no trespassing here. There's no trespassing.
Sheriff's deputies explained that every time Lawrence calls law enforcement, reports will be documented from both sides.
Instructing kids to not bother you, okay, or if you come out and you say something to them, they're supposed to go get their parents and what about grab my ass and beat it? Well, that's not what she said. According to her. Oh no, that honestly, God, she said that. We've also explained to her that if there's any future problems, that either she calls or now I'm going to tell her that if there's a future problem, she calls. Okay, it's going to be documented. That, okay, that's what you're saying. She said, but it's also be documented what she does.
Moving into 2023, Lawrence's complaints continued.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Aggravated.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, I've got young ladies who just keep coming by and think it's hysterical while I'm working to bring their animals and scream while I'm on the phone. There's signs no trespassing by the windows for a reason. There's no trespassing because they can't be here.
You see that enclosed area?
They're telling me, okay, come.
That's her little backyard.
That's her little backyard. She could put no trespassing signs there because this is considered her backyard. But there's no gate.
It's a privacy fence. You see it?
Yeah, it's just a privacy fence. I guess this is the glass windows that the kids throw things at.
That's the sliding door, yeah.
Yeah, the sliding door. But this is still not considered an enclosed yard. It has free access to come in. They could be coming to knock on it, whatever. But I mean, she could post the no trespassing signs there, but how do you enforce that? Nobody's jumping a fence. They're walking right in. I'd have told her, hey, put a fucking gate right here, and then you ain't got to worry about it. But I don't think the landlord and them are gonna do that.
You don't have that type of privacy or restriction when you stay in a place like that, though.
If this went on for a whole year, she should have moved.
Enough.
Right. I agree.
They need to be trespassed the hell out of here.
So what I'm looking at, where they're at, you can't trespass anybody from that location.
They're right in front of my windows.
But here is showing them in the parking lot.
The whole area, this whole thing is private property.
Yes. The issue is that the parking lot is a common area.
But they don't live here.
If they live in the park and they just cut through the parking lot,
No, they're not in the parking lot. They're on the grass.
that's technically part of the parking lot.
Crazy.
So unless they're like in here or.
But this is a part of
common area.
Private property.
Common area.
You understand this whole development is private. Even the road is private. Okay? I have my real estate license, trust me. This is all private. Even the road is privately owned by the owners in this development. Okay? So everything is private, all privately owned.
Well, first of all, you can't trespass somebody from the road.
Okay, but they were still on the property that's private.
The other main issue is they're not here, so I can't trespass them anyways.
This time, sheriff's deputies explained to Lawrence that she doesn't control the neighborhood, and what she considers trespassing is actually legal.
You don't have sole control over the parking lot.
No, it's not yours, dumbass. It's not yours.
I mean, they literally live across the street on the other side. They don't.
I understand what you're telling me, and I get it. But you don't have sole power to say, hey, they can't be in this parking lot.
Yes, the owners have to say it, not you.
I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the thing about it is, if those kids were doing something wrong, right, and she contacted the owners or the renters or whatever, they would have spoke to the parents.
Or management or whoever.
Right. They would have spoke to the parents and let the parents know, look, this is, you know what I'm saying? You can't, the children can't be here, the children can't be here, the children can't be here. And see, when you get, let me tell you something. The reason why I know this lady full of crap, even after all the 911 calls she made, when you are renting from somebody and there's multiple 911 calls made to your spot, that could risk you getting evicted. A lot of landlords don't play that crap. You bring the cops to their property, they're gonna get you out of here.
Well, even the police have what they call a nuisance law.
Yeah.
If you say a person gets arrested on the same place 3 times, okay, it becomes a nuisance. You're a nuisance. If you keep calling the police over and over again over nothing, you're now becoming a nuisance. And they can arrest you for that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, D2. If any of these calls that she made to the cops had any validity, that lady would have been put out.
Well, here's the thing, though. You only explain something to a person maybe twice. And on the second time, go, look, I've explained this to you before. You don't own this property. You're renting this property. The common area can be used by anyone. It's an open area. People are allowed to walk through. Okay? Unless there's signs posted that say you cannot come through here unless you're a resident or whatever, no one's going to say anything, and you can't initiate that. The owners of the property have to initiate that, not you. You can complain to them, and if they would like to do something, then that's a whole different thing. But the problem is that you don't own it. You rent this little area right here. You and your 45 cats.
Keep talking. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
You and your 45 cats rent this little area right here. Unless they come into this area right here, you got nothing to say. Them yelling and screaming in the daytime, you got nothing to say. It's not your property. But you explain that to the people twice and say, look, if I got to come back here again and explain it to you one more time, we're going to have a problem. And then you reiterate, let me explain something to you. This is the common area. This is your area, what you pay for. Your porch in the front, you pay for. This little area right here that's closed in by this privacy fence, you pay for. Other than that, you don't pay for nothing else. So you can't complain. You know, say when you were a kid, did you play quietly in the corner? Did you not come out of your house? Kids play. Kids yell and scream all the time. They're playing. If you don't like it, go find a place that doesn't have kids in it. That's what I tell you. You know, because after about the 10th time coming out there, ma'am, are you looking for something?
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't see what a cop say said is like, look, lady. I mean, 12 calls.
Are you looking for? I honestly, if I took the call, I'd be like, look, are you looking for a new place to live? Have you looked in maybe a senior living?
Senior living, because you know a lot of senior living spots, no kids are allowed.
Yeah, you can have your grandkids, but again, they curb that very quickly.
They do.
Your kids can't be running around, blah blah blah. So maybe you should take your whole ass over to a senior complex, and you could maybe somebody will touch that dry ass pussy of yours in there.
Oh my God!
Right now, you're getting on my fucking nerves with this shit.
Right, Melissa, I agree. Melissa. It's ridiculous. Sonia said this incident, he approved she is guilty because he definitely informed her that she had.
Yes,
exactly.
Right to trespass, and you keep threatening these kids with trespassing. You keep putting these. Again, it's illegal to put signs on property you don't have permission to put signs up at. Okay, all the signs you see for political stuff, they asked to put those signs up there. You can't just put signs around your neighborhood because you want to.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you stay in an apartment complex.
Yeah. And you definitely can't be putting no trespassing signs on property you don't own. I'd have threw that shit in their backyard too, with a pile of dog shit on it, and set it on fire.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, but I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, honestly. And it's sad that this led up to this woman being, you know what? Let's continue this.
Wait, I want to know how many times somebody put a bag of dog shit on her back porch.
Ain't nobody put no dog shit. All she complaining about is the children.
Them kids are stupid. I'd have put that flaming bag of dog shit on her back.
They ain't stupid. They not bad kids. They weren't supposed to do that. They weren't supposed to put no dog shit nowhere. They weren't supposed to do that.
They definitely wouldn't be my kids.
I cannot.
I'm just telling you what it's trespassing. It's the first time's civil because it doesn't become criminal until they're warned.
Okay, but he's already told him no trespassing.
Who's he?
All right, and he's just trespassing right now. He's trespassing right now. He's trespassing.
He came over to come ask us a question.
How's he trespassing?
What do you
They told her they ain't trespassing unless they at her door.
He's trespassing right now. Do you own that property? No, you don't. Bitch, you barely pay for this one.
My God, today.
Tell the girls not to come. They can't come on when I'm on the phone. Okay. I mean, literally, they cannot come on when I'm on the phone.
I mean, I can talk to them if I can figure out who they are. But
I mean, he needs to get, because he's screaming all the time, too.
Okay.
He just needs to get off.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I just don't know what to do with these kids. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. I mean, they can't
I heard a dog.
Yeah, I did too. You hear it?
It sounds like it's inside the house.
Yeah. Yeah. A little dog too. It's not a big dog.
Yeah, it's a little dog. She just looked like her smoke alarms are going off.
Are you inside the house?
I'm inside the house.
Can they hear you on the phone?
Absolutely.
How can they hear you on the phone?
Because I told them to leave, and they told me how often I can hear them through a window.
So they can hear your phone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The only thing I can suggest would be maybe try and soundproof the room so they don't hear the phone call. I'm trying to give you options. I can't control everybody 100% of the time.
Sheriff's deputies then speak with the neighbor who Lawrence originally said was trespassing. According to him, Lawrence threatens kids playing outside.
And that's something I am. That's when I feel she's not over there. Because every time the kids are playing here, we're doing jump ropes, but she gets her vehicle. She goes, I'm like, lady, you gotta be careful. I mean,
okay, take a good look at that. Take a good look at that area right there.
Okay.
So, when it pans over to the right, it's a walkway. And there's just grass everywhere. She's talking about this parking lot, and then she mentioned, well, they come up on the grass. Well, bitch, where they can't walk on the grass? That grass ain't yours.
Right. Right. Right.
It's the whole neighborhood, man. We always play here, yeah. So we do jump rope, we do a little bit of everything. This is just an open field, it belongs to both property. You know what I'm saying? So if the kids want to play there, whatever. And that's what I keep telling them. Hey, as long as you don't get in her door, you don't start throwing rocks, don't be cursing at her. It's okay. She can cut the cups whenever she wants. But and I was trying to reason with her one day because we were all playing here. The kids, everything jumping. All right, let's go. And she's like, hey, you know what? One day you guys are gonna die. And I'm like, and that's when I whoa.
As this conversation is ongoing, Lawrence even comes back outside to interrupt.
Hey.
I'm getting too much feedback on the phone from the dog.
I'm sorry?
Go someplace where he's not barking. Please, I'm getting too much feedback. I can't hear my customers. Dog.
It's a dog. We can't.
She
stop
can
the
deal
dog
with
from
that barking ass dog, but she can't deal with the children.
It's a dog. What am I going to do to a dog barking? So that's the area right there. See the area where the tree is and beyond, right? That's the open area that this woman is talking about the kids play in right here. Bitch, that's like 50 feet from your damn home. You don't own that shit. And I'll guarantee she put the fucking no trespass sign right there on the grass just outside her privacy fence. I'd have set that shit on fire and threw it in the yard.
You can't be setting stuff on fire now. You can't be doing all that.
Much feedback. Can you please at least go socially? I'm not getting so much feedback.
That's all right. Well, you have a good one. Apparently, we can't stay here and have a conversation and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what I'm saying. She's not over there, right?
On yet another call, Lawrence reports a neighbor kid wanted to show her a puppy, and she disapproved.
Okay, what's going on?
The kid from across the street.
Ooh, he sounds annoyed, don't he?
He sounds annoyed because she always calling him. Listen.
Much feedback. Can you please at least go socially? I'm not getting so much feedback.
That's all right. Well, you have a good one. Apparently, we can't stay here and have a conversation and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what I'm saying. She's not over there, right?
On yet another call, Lawrence reports a neighbor kid wanted to show her a puppy, and she disapproved.
Okay, what's going on?
The kid from across the street and his little buddies, they're over here, they're stepping on the sides and stuff. He brings out a puppy. He wants to put his puppy in my truck.
Okay, bitch. Why do you have Santa and a reindeer right there?
Yeah. This little.
It might have been. No, it could have been Christmas time, though, because if it was Christmas time in Illinois, it would have been snow everywhere.
I'd have stole that shit. She'd have come out and Santa be gone. Someone stole my Santa.
Little child who posed for me because he thought he was being so bloody cute. That little child.
But this same day, sheriff's deputies hear the other side of the story too.
And they're playing over. Bastards. And then the boys are playing. She tells us to F off and stuff. And she calls us an N-word.
Wait a minute.
No.
There it is.
Did you hear that, baby?
Yep, there it is.
Ooh, baby.
Finds and stuff. He brings out a puppy. He wants to put his puppy in my truck. I don't go for that.
In the bed of your truck?
Yeah.
Who?
This little child who posed for me because he thought he was being so bloody cute. That little child.
But this same day, sheriff's deputies hear the other side of the story too.
And they're playing over. Bastards. And then the boys are playing. She tells us to F off and stuff. And she calls us an N-word.
So she lives right across the street, though.
No, she lives right there. Right there.
That's what
We
I'm
play
saying.
right here. We play right here. She's over there. And she come out and starts.
She doesn't want us right there, but it's a problem when
Y'all see how far that field is from there? Because they standing right here. She said they live right over here. She live right over there.
Oh, they know who she is. First off, I would have said, look, only one of you talk at a time. I hate that.
No. Bro, those are kids. You stay focused. Stay focused.
Look, I can't hear you all at the same time.
I heard everything they said. I heard everything every last one of them said. She called them assholes. She told them to fuck off. She called them the N-word. She called them bastards. I heard every word those kids said. And she lived right over there. That's what they said. You gotta know how to do it.
It ain't her property. We ain't worried about it.
Yeah, that's why
she be
just coming out here.
She be trying to call us
She asked.
Oh yeah.
Because every time I walk past, she thinks we're trying to steal her truck
Go buy her truck. We're not even. We're 11.
Okay, yeah.
We're 11. We're up to like 13, 11.
Do you even know how to drive?
No.
We explained to her that there doesn't need to be a call for service every time the kids are playing in the road or in the yard. Well, apparently they've been stomping it. I mean, that one looks like it's been stomping.
What did he say?
Okay.
He said I'm about to tell her it doesn't need to be a call for service every time the kids are playing in this lot. They're putting her on notice right now. Ma'am, stop calling us every time the kids are playing. And okay, that's her truck right there. I'm thinking that gray truck is hers.
Oh no.
It's right in front of her house. So when the kid tried to show her the puppy, he didn't show her at the door. He showed her by the truck.
Oh my God.
Because the kid said we were standing, we were over here, and she came out to her truck. Because she looked like a bitch that would just sit in her window and look outside.
You know, she looked like a bitch that's harassing those kids.
Yeah,
and they outside being kids.
If some kid just goes, hey, she's at the window. Little motherfuckers, where they at? Where they at, those little motherfuckers? Oh, they're by my fucking truck. They're breaking in my truck. Oh, shit. Like, bitch, stay out the goddamn window. You're supposed to be working, bitch. How the fuck you know everything that's going on if you're supposed to be working? That's what I don't understand. You know everything that each of these kids are doing, but you working.
Apparently they've been stomping out her signs and like running past her windows and screaming and like ding dong ditching her and knocking on her door. Yeah, so, well, I mean, you have like 20 kids that are under like 15. Yeah, I mean, not to say that it's perfectly fine that they should just deal with it, but there does come a point where you kind of have to accept that you live with a bunch of kids. I mean, it's frustrating, sure, but listen, I was a little rat kid too. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't. But it's not like they're not dinging us for shit. I mean, I think we should talk to the parents and it's a big dog. Yeah, I think we should talk to the parents and tell them to at least keep an eye on the children because it seems like the children just run wild.
All this leads us to June 2nd, 2023, when Owens is shot and killed after getting into another altercation with Lawrence about her children.
Well, I got some bad news to tell you. Mom's not coming back anymore. Come. No. Come here. Come over here. Listen to me. No.
Oh my God, I cannot.
Okay. It's okay. I know.
According to an affidavit, one of Owens's sons was playing in the field near Lawrence's home and left his tablet behind. When he went back to get it, Lawrence apparently threw the tablet back at the boy, along with a pair of roller skates. Owens then approached Lawrence's door when one of her sons heard a loud bang. Officials say Lawrence.
Hey, Natasha, hold on. So y'all heard what she said. Hey, Natasha. So the son was playing in the field, and left his iPad. What they got to do with her?
Like I said, she watches everything.
What that got to do with her that he left his iPad in the field?
She saw that boy's iPad sitting out there, and she went out there, picked it up, and threw it at his ass, and said some skates. Is that your fucking yard? Is that your open lot? Do you clean that lot up every day? Is that what you do? Is that your job? I don't understand why you're so worried about what's in this lot.
When he went back to get it, Lawrence apparently threw the tablet back at the boy, along with a pair of roller skates. Owens then approached Lawrence's door when one of her sons heard a loud bang. Officials say Lawrence shot Owens through a locked door, hitting her once in the chest. She died shortly after.
I hate her. Oh. She's in jail for good.
Body camera video shows Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrive at Lawrence's home and take her into custody.
6403 Marion, I'm 97. I have one down. I have one elderly female barricaded.
Not barricaded.
Signal
Hold
0.
on. Not barricaded.
It's a locked
Hold
door.
on, y'all.
It's a locked door.
I can't take those kids. I don't know why they. I don't understand why they put these kids in these videos, man. I can't do it. Ooh.
You see, they emphasized behind a locked door.
Mm-hmm.
Body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Camera video shows Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrive at Lawrence's home and take her into custody.
6403 Marion, I'm 97. I have one down. I have one elderly female barricaded in the house with a signal 0. I'm in front. I'm in front. Sheriff's office, come outside with your hands up. This is the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Come outside with your hands up. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Turn around. Turn around. Where's your gun at?
You got hands? You got hands?
You're going to be detained.
Is there anybody else in the house?
Somebody else in the house. Can I just get my
No,
daughter?
no, not right now.
All right.
You're not under arrest. You're being detained.
Okay, I understand.
Come over here.
Wait, can you close the door? I have 2 cats inside.
Hold
I
on.
don't want the cats still running out.
As Lawrence is loaded into a squad car, first responders rush to Owens and begin CPR.
Get over there and assess her. I will bring the bag over. Here, I got to sit you in the back here. Go assess the person down. Okay, you're just sitting there.
Okay.
Hey, I need someone give her aid right there. She needs medical aid over there. Sit inside. I need you all the way inside.
Okay. I need help though. I
Okay.
have a bad
I
back.
need you to hurry though, okay? I understand you need help.
Shit, they protect her life.
I got it.
Where's she shot at?
In her, right here in her arm. Right here.
Chest. Right side of chest.
Okay.
There's no exit.
Just keep, if she needs CPR, keep doing CPR. I don't see a lot of blood here.
Yeah, I don't see the blood either. It's probably like a 22
I got her
or something.
baby.
Early on, first responders speak with Owens' sons about the moments leading up to the shooting.
Hey, who all was out here when it happened?
I left my iPad over there because we were playing games. I went to get it. I said, give me my iPad to her. She threw the.
Just stand right here so I know who was out here when it happened, okay?
I left my iPad over there because we were playing games, and I went to go get it. I said, give me my iPad because she dropped it, tried to throw the sticks at me, and and then I got my brother. He said, come hit me with the sticks, and then
All right, bud. Give me a minute. Just hang out by my car, okay?
First responders soon speak to Owens' other son, too.
she came and banged on the door, her window.
Okay.
Slide door. That she banged on that, and then the door.
Okay.
And then I was on my electric scooter right here, and then I don't know where I hear a big bang.
Okay.
I was running.
Did you actually see anybody with any kind of gun, anything like that, or did you just hear?
I was here running.
Okay. What did you see after that?
I don't know. I came outside and I saw my first mom on the ground.
Okay.
Just minutes after the body cam recordings begin, Owens' sons receive terrible news.
Today has been a very bad day. There's something bad that's happened. And y'all seen it, y'all understand it, y'all experienced it, right? Okay. Y'all love me? Okay. Y'all love mom? All right. Well, I got some bad news to tell you. Mom is not coming back anymore. Come, come. No. Come here. Come over here. Listen to me. No, I know. Okay. It's okay. I know. Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
He can't go.
She's going. It's all right. You guys are going to be okay. It's all right. You guys are all right. It's okay. It's all right. Relax. You guys relax. I know this ain't easy.
I know. My God, give me strength, God. Lord. Give me strength. Lord, I need your strength right now, God. Strength right now, God. It's okay to cry. It's okay to I need my mom's phone.
Devastating body camera video shows Owens' children crying, saying they hope Lawrence stays in jail for good.
Touch my heart right now, God. Touch her, God. Give us strength. I hate her. Oh. She's in jail for good.
Meanwhile, first responders speak with neighbors who talk about the ongoing arguments between Lawrence and the rest of the neighborhood.
It's gonna be chaos, man. You know what I mean? It's everyone's pretty beat up.
I'm very familiar with
That shit
this
is
lady.
wow.
I don't work this zone anymore.
You heard the cop. You heard the cop, D-True. D-True, you listening? Y'all, the cop say I'm very familiar with this lady. That's what the cop said. Well, I don't know if that's the neighbor or the cop saying it. Let me see.
No, that was.
But
that was
I'm very familiar with her.
The cop said it, right? He said I'm very familiar with her.
He said I don't work this building, but I'm very familiar with her.
Okay, so let me back it up. I thought that's what I heard.
I hate her. Oh. She's in jail for good.
Meanwhile, first responders speak with neighbors who talk about the ongoing arguments between Lawrence and the rest of the neighborhood.
It's gonna be chaos, man. You know what I mean? It's everyone's pretty beat up.
I'm very familiar with
That shit
this
is
lady.
wow.
I don't work this zone anymore. But I'm very familiar with her.
Yeah, he said I don't work this zone anymore, but I'm very familiar with her. Mm-hmm.
So I know the situation and what she has done and everything. But like I said, we're waiting on the major crimes detective to get here so he can continue his investigation. So,
That's sad, man. I just feel sorry for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Susan Lawrence was ultimately arrested on June 6, 2023, and charged with first-degree felony manslaughter. If convicted, she could spend up to 30 years in prison. Lawrence pleaded not guilty, and opening statements are expected to begin in her case on Tuesday. Reporting for Law and Crime, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Okay, so like I said, y'all, that trial has been going on for a couple of days. Like I said, I don't know if they rendered a verdict. I know they was doing closing arguments today. I'm gonna look, but for now, this is the last thing we're gonna watch, and it's an hour long. But I got it on. Not double, but you know.
I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look and see what the defense was, because I don't see.
Okay, so this is her interrogation. Why is my screen black? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all can see it, but I can't. No, y'all can't see it. Oh, you just can. Okay, so this is the interrogation of her. I'm assuming after it happened, but it looked like she got different clothes on. But anywho, she was questioned. Okay, they're talking about the case here too, the court case. All right, so we're gonna watch this, y'all. We're gonna watch this today, and then we're gonna talk some more about it. Hold on. So I guess this is they're showing this in court. That's why you're gonna see some of the court happenings because I think they're playing this in court. Let's see.
Okie dokie. Susan, I appreciate you coming back here and talking. You already have a water? Is there anything else we can get for you right now? You're doing okay? All right, very good. Again, if you remember Detective Stibb, this is Detective
I'm Detective Hender. I haven't got a chance to meet you yet, but I'm looking forward to being able to speak with you. I work with Detective Stibb. We work together. I was learning different things. So anyways, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let him cover what he needs to, and then I'll get a chance to meet you then, okay?
So, Susan, obviously when we spoke the other night, there was kind of a lot of things going on still, a lot of the pieces of
So this is, he said the other night, so this got to be a couple of days, maybe a day or so after it happened, and she in street clothes. So that means she wasn't like, she must have got arrested and bonded out. I don't know. Hey, Lynn.
Or they're still investigating it. She claims
she got arrested.
She claims she feared for her life.
That ain't got.
Well, I'll look and see if she was arrested. And
the only point I'm trying to make here, the truth right here, this is the only point I'm trying to make. The fact that when she got arrested, these are not the same clothes, because I remember what she had on, right? So apparently, a couple of days after she was arrested, she was out. She must have made bond. You get what I'm saying? This interrogation is a couple, because he said there's a lot that happened the other night. So, and she's not locked up. I mean, she's got on street clothes. So that means she made bond on whatever they charged her with at the time.
Then we've obviously talked to a lot more witnesses who were there. We gained access to some video from around the area of where your complex is located. So during those interviews, during that process of obtaining new stuff, obviously it brings new questions that we wanted to kind of cover with you, try to verify some of the stuff you said.
But you know what I'm sitting here thinking the whole time? True. You know what I'm sitting here thinking right here?
What?
She said she feared for her life. She should have been. But the point of the matter is that lady ain't come there to kill her.
Well, here's
should have been fearing her life. You want to know why? Because she assaulted a lady's child when she threw the iPad.
Well, here's the thing about fearing for your life. The person's on the other side of the door. What are you scared of?
And you didn't unlock the door.
You don't know what she has on the other side of the door.
Exactly.
You don't know because you can't see. The door is locked, so you're not in immediate danger.
Mm-hmm.
You shot before you knew anything was going on. Whether you feared for your life or not, there was no reason for you to fear for your life. Okay? No one says she was pounding on the door. I'm looking into it now. But again, you have to be in immediate danger to protect your life.
Mm-hmm.
Someone on the other side of a locked door does not present immediate danger. Now, if they're trying to break the door down, you better have evidence that they were trying to break that door down. If they were kicking that door, you would be able to see that they were kicking that door. If they had something to open that door, they would have that after you shot them. If none of that is present, there is no immediate danger.
Exactly.
Okay. Yep. They tell you, the first thing they tell you, you never
and
shoot.
That's the thing, Melissa. Look, then true. She called the cops when the kids outside playing and screaming and hollering, but you don't call the cops when you thought your life was in danger.
Exactly. When if she had called the cops, they would have been on the phone to her the whole time. They would be able to hear exactly what was going on. She knew what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Okay.
Yeah.
But any lawyer would tell you never shoot out. You never shoot out.
You could shoot out if somebody's attempting to kick your door in.
But you have to prove that they were kicking your door, and that's why they say
Oh,
never.
if somebody's really trying to kick your door in, that's absolutely gonna be proved. I don't care what type of door it is.
That's why I said you'd see it. You'd be able to see the door was trying to be opened by force. But here's the thing: a good lawyer is going to tell you, let them kick the door in.
You crazy as hell, because when they kick the door in and the door open up, they can have a gun pointed at your head.
But that's it. When the door opens, fire.
Oh, but man, listen, it's the Wild Wild West. You trying to kick my door in, I'm gonna shoot your ass. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting for you to get in. I'm not waiting for you to get in. I have to deal with it later.
Again, you could tell whether a window has been broke in or
exactly.
out. You can tell if a door has been kicked. It'll be warped. It'll have damage on it. Something is going to prove that they were trying to gain entry into your home.
Absolutely.
Okay? That's why they say if somebody is trying to pick your lock and get in the house, let them in. Let them in. Let them pick the lock. And as soon as they come through the doorway, pop, pop, pop.
I know pop, pop, pop.
Okay. Pop, pop, pop. 3 shots, not one. Not one. Never.
Man.
Nobody ever shoot. Look, we're trained to fire a minimum of 2 shots.
I know that law. And the one time I actually had to think about, and I don't even think I thought about it at the time, I just knew what to do. A bitch came to my door and knocked on my door. I mean, banging on my door. Her cousin was at my sliding door and she was at my front door. Right? I'm talking about banging. Banging, banging, banging. Cussing me out in the process. Children was toddlers at the time. I had 3 toddlers at the time. Faith wasn't born. I had my son, my oldest daughter, and my stepdaughter. Faith wasn't. In fact, I was pregnant, I think. But she wasn't born. Anywho, bitch just, I'm talking about kicking my door, banging on my door, howling, screaming. And I knew that I couldn't really do anything to her unless she could, let me tell her she was attempting to get in my house. Because she was banging on my front door and the cousin was banging on my sliding door. I opened my door. I just said a prayer, the truth. I opened my door and I drug that bitch by her hair into my house.
Yeah.
And I whooped her ass.
Yeah, you can do anything you want.
I stomped the shit. I pulled her ass into my foyer, and whooped her ass right there.
They got no business in your house.
Yeah, but I made sure.
Inside.
I made sure she was inside.
Yeah, pull them in. Pull them in.
Ain't nobody got time to be playing with somebody who gonna pull up on somebody in somebody's house.
Don't beat their asses on the porch. Pull them in. Pull them in. Beat them inside the house. That's why I say I don't understand. And people, stop buying pistols. Buy a damn shotgun. Okay? Stop buying pistols. Buy a damn shotgun. You ain't missing shit with that.
Yeah, Melissa, it was I had 3 top. They were hollering and screaming because they were scared. Because they were sitting in the living room on the floor watching Barney. I never forget it. I remember like it was yesterday. They were sitting in the floor watching Barney. I was in the kitchen making lunch and these hoes banging on my door. Scared my children. I politely took my 3 toddlers and put them in their room. And I tied my hair up and I opened that door and I pulled that bitch inside my foyer and I whooped her ass and called the police. I sure did.
Yeah, I might have shot that one at the window.
She
ain't got no business at that glass door.
I wasn't concerned about her because I wasn't concerned, but I knew who they were and I knew who the cousin was. See, I didn't want the cousin. I wanted that one I got. That's who I wanted. See, once I whooped the ass of the one that I pulled in the house, she came around the house and dragged her away. You feel me? She had to get her because that bitch couldn't even get up. Cops got there before they got away though. The cops got them.
I'd be like, just follow the blood trail.
I called the police.
Hell yeah.
I called the police while I was still kicking it in the head. Shit.
Ma'am, are you kicking someone? No. No.
But see, this is the thing. When I was on the police, on the phone with the police, she's still hearing the cousin banging on my sliding door. She said, "Ma'am, is that them?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." In the meantime, between time, I got the phone to my ear, kicking that bitch in the head. I sure did. The fuck?
There's about 2 or 3 of them.
It's a gang.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
All right, y'all. Let's listen. I'm laughing in the midst of this. This is a sad case, y'all.
It really is. This is sad.
This lady here, girl, it's a special place in hell for you. I'm sorry.
I guess it's because of the kids.
It's because of the entire situation. It's definitely because of the kids. It definitely is. But it's the whole, like I said, another unnecessary death. That woman did not have to shoot that woman.
No.
At all. She was not in danger, because if she was in danger, they'd have found a weapon on that lady.
Yeah.
Now, she may have came over there to whoop her ass with her hands or whatever, but she didn't do that. She didn't get to that. But that's any parent. If your child come to you and tell you somebody just threw some they iPad at them and some skates, do you know how heavy roller skates are? Of course that woman was gonna knock on your door and ask you what the hell wrong. But you know what? She should have called the police.
See, my thing is,
that lady should have called the police on her. She should have called the police.
I wonder how many complaints management has about her.
Well, the cops said they had been out there 12 times.
No, but how many?
I don't know about the management.
Were people complaining to management about her?
Right.
And the only reason I say that is because if people were complaining about her to management and management didn't do anything, they could sue that place. Especially after this.
Wow. A lot of people don't see. This is the thing. When you got a history, when you renting, and you get like this, even if it's not your fault, even if it's because of somebody else, but if you get like whereas the rent office know you because of certain situations, don't nobody like that. Like, don't nobody want.
No, they don't want to be bothered.
But, they don't want no issues with the rent office and things of that nature.
Well, again, you have to always have a paper trail.
Yeah.
So if this woman is complaining on your kids to management, because they said the manager talked to her, if you need to be complaining about her, and everyone needs to be complaining about her, because everyone needs to point the finger at her,
because she was terrorizing all them kids, not just Owen's kids, but she was terrorizing all those kids.
Well, the whole neighborhood's like, yeah, we know who that is.
All right, y'all, let's listen. I'm gonna push play and then I'm gonna walk away for about 2 minutes, go check something in my kitchen. D-Truth, I'm gonna come back and you let me know if you want me to stop it. I'm gonna be listening. I can hear her and I can hear you, but I'm gonna push play.
We don't quite understand, so I was hoping that we could do that today. Obviously, just like last time, I want to make sure that you understand your rights and everything. So before we get started, I just have to read you the same thing I did last time. Yes. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to execute these rights, not answer any questions, or make any statements. Do you understand each of those rights I've explained to you? Okay. And having those rights in mind, you willing to talk to us now?
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said, we've talked to a bunch of other people since then. Has there been anything that you've thought of since you and I have last talked, in person at least, that you can remember that maybe at the time, because there was a lot of emotions and,
I don't know what else I could tell you, honestly.
Okay. So nothing that happened that night that you didn't remember at the time, or you just, like I said, there was a lot going on that you maybe didn't think to
I don't know what to tell you because I thought I told you everything.
Okay. All right. So some of the things, like I said, we were just trying to clarify because we were in the room together for a while talking, and we went over a lot of different things. So one of the things I wanted to clarify with you is and try to understand better is when Ajiko was at the door, when she approached the door, when was it that you realized that it was her coming to the door?
Because I said, who's there?
Okay, how did you know someone was there initially? Was it
There was
because,
a huge banging.
okay,
Just pounding at that door.
okay. So initially there was no words, it was just the pounding.
Yes.
That's what started
Yes.
the interaction there?
Yes.
And where was the pounding at initially, where first you did it?
The front door.
At the front door?
Yes.
Okay. How many times did she was it just like one
No,
or
no, no, it was
several?
just bang, bang, bang.
Okay,
bang.
all right. And then you said you asked her who's there. Okay. And what was said then?
I think she said, why do you speak to my children this way? And I said, listen, I'm not going to speak to you. Go away. You know, if she had a problem, she should have called you guys. You know, honestly. I mean, if she really thought there was something seriously wrong, I don't understand why she just came over and just started pounding on my door and, you know, screaming and yelling. So.
And then what happened after you said to go away?
Go away, and then it got quiet for a bit, and then she started really pounding, you know, just pounding on that door. She was relentless.
How long is a bit, would you say? Like
Because
5-10 seconds or 2 minutes? Or?
It was an extended period of time, probably 20-30 seconds, easily.
But during that time, you didn't hear anything else? Did you think she went away?
No, I obviously knew she didn't go away because she was screaming while she was pounding.
Describe that. When you say screaming, describe what that means.
She was just, you're not supposed to speak to my children this way. Why did you, you know? And then she was saying, I'm going to kill you. And I'm like, holy shit, you know. And that's what I.
When you said there was like the initial barrage of the pounding, and you said who's there, and she said, you know, what you said about not talking to her children that way.
Yeah.
And then you said it got quiet. So there was no banging, there was no words being said.
Because I thought she went away.
That's what I was asking. Basically, I'm sorry if I.
No, it's okay. I thought, all right, you know, she's just going to do whatever she wants to do.
And you said that was like 20 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then did she start yelling again first, or was there more banging?
It was banging, it was yelling. I thought she was just going to break down the door.
Okay.
So, I mean, my heart was pounding, and I was like, she's really going to kill me.
Okay,
That's
so
how I felt.
when she first came up and where were you? When she started the very first time. You were in the bathroom when she started. And did you come to the door?
Well, I was approaching the door, and then she started screaming, and I knew who it was.
Okay.
I said, that's it, I'm not opening this door.
Okay.
You know, because I figured if she came in, she would just absolutely, you know, pound me into the ground.
All right, and then when it became silent at that first round of beating on your door, where were you at then? Did you go?
I went to wash my hands, honestly.
Okay.
You know, because I didn't know who was at the door, and I didn't know, and then I was like,
okay.
You know, so I went back and washed my hands.
Okay. So that's during the time where it was kind of quiet, and you thought that maybe she went away. Okay. And when the banging and the yelling started again, where were you at then?
I think I was in the kitchen.
Okay. All right, and then what happened?
And then she just kept banging and yelling. I'm like, you need to leave. You're trespassing. Get off my porch. You know, get out of here. You know, I'm not talking to you. Leave.
Okay. Who else was outside the door besides Ajika? You don't know?
I have no idea.
Where were the other kids? Because I know the kids had been over there prior to her coming over.
Yeah,
Or...
they were right by the, you know, where the fence is, and then there's a sidewalk. They were right beyond that sidewalk, inside where it's supposed to be no trespassing.
Okay, so they were outside of the fence while she was banging on the door? Oh, you're not sure?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You asked me when the kids were there earlier.
Right.
So, and the kids finally, you know, I went inside. I figured they left.
So you didn't know who else was out there at that time? Okay. So you went to the kitchen and she was still pounding on the door and yelling. And I know we've kind of gone over this a lot, but I want to make sure now we're getting more like in order of things, because the first time we talked, it was kind of just like it all came out all at once. And now that you've had a little bit of time to kind of think about things that happened again and try to get it in a good order that things happen, because it's very important to be able to say, okay, this happened first, this is what happened next, so that we don't get them confused or anything. Okay. So after that initial silence where, well, I wouldn't say silence, but it got quiet, you were washing your hands in the bathroom, and then the pounding and the yelling started again, and you went to the kitchen. What were you doing in the kitchen?
I was looking for my phone.
Okay.
So I put my phone down somewhere and I started panicking. I started searching for the phone, and then she just kept banging and banging and banging. I'm gonna kill you, you know, get out of here, you know, like I had nowhere to go. I mean, I was in the kitchen. There's the sliders of the sliders always locked, and just that one door, so there's no escape. Okay. I couldn't leave. I couldn't get out of there. I was like, Jesus Christ! And she was pounding so hard. The mirror on my wall was shaking.
Okay. So I'm sorry to go back, but that first time that she pounds on the door, how long do you think that lasted before there was kind of the silence? I know you said she hit the door, you said, who's there? And that was the second.
Probably 5-10 seconds she was pounding the first time.
Okay. And then when it started again, how long, and I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit, but we'll kind of come back. When she started pounding on the door again and saying all that stuff to the point where you fired the gun, how long do you think that?
Now, I know in court, they got, of course, they got ring camera footage and things of that nature.
It must be a neighbor's ring. I don't think she has. She may have one too. But
that lady did not yell, "I'm gonna kill you." Because
well,
if you listen, she said at first it was just banging.
Yeah.
At first she said it was just banging.
Yeah, she's trying to she's had a whole day to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. And then again, her initial interview, because he said, "I know you've already been interviewed by him before. I'm going to let him continue." So her initial interview is going to be put up against this interview.
Mm-hmm.
So they can see what has changed. And then E. Brooks had said, "Boy, they're really nice to her." Well, again,
they are always nice to suspects in the beginning.
Yeah, you don't want to put them on. If you're meat, they get on the defense. So you don't want them to become defensive. Also, she has not asked for an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be nice to her, because as soon as you're mean to her, she asks for an attorney.
See, at this point, she think they falling for her story.
Yes, they think they're just trying to get. She thinks they're just trying to get to the bottom of it, and that they believe that she was in danger. That's why they keep asking specific questions, not too deep questions, but they want to know the circumstances. Tell us what she said. What did she say? They want to hear all that without letting her know that, yeah, we think you murdered that woman. So they're not gonna, and they're waiting for her to say something that they could use. And as soon as she does say the thing that they want her to say, then you'll see the tone change a little bit. But you now they're gonna start. You said this. So tell me again, what happened there? They're gonna start repeating things. Because as soon as she gets frustrated, she's gonna ask for an attorney.
Yeah.
When they Mirandize her, they tell her you have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney will be appointed to you. But as soon as you say, "I want an attorney," it has to stop.
Yep.
Everything stops.
Yeah.
No more questions. You can't. As soon as you say, "I want an attorney," you can't even throw in, "Are you sure?" No, you can't say nothing. Except, okay, you do know that we can't ask you any more questions. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you asked for an attorney? Okay, that's it. You can't question them anymore. There can't be any more questions. It has to end right there. So they're going to be nice to her until they get what they want, and enough of what they need.
Enough contradictions, because that's what they're gonna get.
Yeah. So I did find out that she's out on $154,000 bond. She has to wear an ankle bracelet and can have no contact with the family. So she I guess she bonded. It wasn't a cash bond, so she had to come up with $15,000.
1,500. Well, 15,000.
Yeah, 15,000. Yeah, she had to come up with 15,000.
Yeah.
For the bond.
Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently she had it, or somebody had it. She's sitting in there.
That lasted
2 to 5 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes.
I don't know, just everything's kind of, it was a while. I mean, it was a while. And I kept thinking, okay, you guys are going to show up, because I called earlier and no one's coming. I'm like, shit, couldn't find my phone. And she was just banging, screaming at me, telling me, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you." I'm like, she's going to kill me this time. That's all I kept thinking. She's going to come in this house.
When did you find your phone? At what point?
After I shot her. I just started searching the house around and I wanted to make sure that I called and said, I shot, because I heard it go,
So where was your phone?
It was in my computer room.
In the computer room? Okay.
You just said the kitchen, old woman. You just said the phone. Didn't she say the phone was in the kitchen?
I remember her saying something about she was in the kitchen looking for
She said she was in the kitchen looking for a phone, so the phone was in. Okay.
So, let me just understand this a little better, because I'm not really sure. So, the woman that got shot, what is her name?
AJ.
AJ, right? It's AJ.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long have you known her?
I really didn't know her. I just, she was a neighbor across the street.
Okay, so how long has she been a neighbor across the street from you? Help me understand that.
A year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, year and a half and 2 years. And in that year and a half and 2 years, how many times have you guys been able to talk?
We never talked. It's more like screaming.
No, okay, all right. So maybe better would we communicate. How many times have you guys been able to communicate in that year and a half or 2 years?
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. And in those 2 or 3 times over a year and a half and 2 years, well, screaming about, what were you guys communicating about?
She would take her dog and walk it on my sidewalk to make sure it's shit on the sidewalk. And
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, of all the places you can walk and take your animal, you're gonna come here. She
Sure.
said, it's the only place my dog will go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So, no, I don't think so.
Okay, so you guys would have a disagreement regarding that, some screaming regarding the dog pooping where it shouldn't. What else would you guys communicate about in that 2 or 3 times?
The one time she was talking to the neighbors and she said, oh, that neighbor's crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, sorry. I walked over, I said, what is your problem? And she just went on a tirade. I have never heard someone scream like this one. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, she exploded and I'm like, oh shit.
How long ago was that?
2 months ago.
2 months.
2 months ago. And she was saying I called her kids all kinds of names. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And the more I said no, the more irate she got. Finally, I'm like, let me just back up, say yes, I'll apologize, and scurry away.
What kind of things was she saying that you called her kids?
I called them racial slurs, that I called them slaves, and that's never happened. I mean, when she said, I'm like, what are you, stop already, stop lying, And I was like,
Okay, but then we're talking about what happened there today. And this woman that she passed away, you said that you guys had yelled at each other 3 or 4 times in about a year and a half to 2 years, is that right?
Yes.
And then the last time she yelled at you a lot. Did you ever, I've worked as a patrol deputy for years before becoming a detective. Did you guys ever get in like a fight in the street or anything like that? No, nothing like that.
I'm sorry.
I gotta ask, because I don't know you that well. Did she ever brandish a weapon or anything like that or something?
The only thing she ever did is she picked up the no trespassing sign and threw it at me and hit me.
Okay. And I know that the police came out a lot of times. Did the police ever come out for that time when she threw the sign?
Yeah, and then everybody in the neighborhood said, oh, we didn't see anything.
Okay.
So it was a he said, she said, so they said they couldn't charge anything.
Sure.
I'm like, all right.
And obviously you have a firearm. I haven't had a chance to ask you about this. Now, is that a gun that you've had for years? You just had it for a couple weeks? Help me understand that.
No, over a year.
Okay, over a year. And where do you normally keep that secured in the house?
That's usually next, it was in a garbage can next to my bed.
Okay. And is it like?
Now that was the Remington that you're talking about that you got over a year ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold up,
So
hold
only
up,
1,000
hold up,
was the other one.
hold
Yes,
up.
the
Real time,
22
real
was a
time,
older.
real time. Who keeps a gun in their garbage can?
Her.
Why the fuck would you keep a gun in a garbage can? That makes no sense. I would wait for it to sit in the bedstand beside my bed. But she actually said in the garbage can.
Yup. Yup.
That's weird. That's really weird.
How long have you had that firearm?
A few months.
Just a few months?
Yeah, not very long. And the only reason I did it is because it was so expensive to shoot the Remington.
Oh, the 380 rounds were
Yeah,
expensive,
way
yeah.
more expensive. So I got the little clinker, just part of practice and stuff like that.
Are you experienced with firearms? You got 2 guns and it sounds like you have the little clinker and you know about the price of ammo. Are you well versed with them?
I used to be terrified of firearms.
Uh-huh.
And then a friend said, you really can't defend yourself. He said, you should think about getting a gun.
Okay. When did you first get a gun? Is it just, or did you have other guns historically?
No, I never did.
Okay.
I first bought a 9mm, but it was just way too much gun for me, so I sold it.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the little 380.
Okay. And did you go to any kind of training for those using guns, like going to the range, or tell me about that?
I went to the range, watched videos, all the other stuff, self-educating, and I was going to go take a permit to carry course.
Sure.
And I didn't get around to it.
Yeah. Okay. So you were self-training yourself. You had plans to do that in the future, but it didn't come to that. So thank you for helping me understand that. And describe to me, AJ, you've only had these arguments with her a few times, but what I'm confused about is that we're talking about her banging on it 3 times, and then there's a pause, and there's everything else you just described in Detective Stiff. And you said that this was the time that she was going to come and kill you. That's confusing to me because it sounds like you guys really didn't have any other times that she was going to come and kill you.
No, she was saying she's going to kill me. I mean, she's verbalizing it. She was saying, I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
That's how, it's not like this is the time she's going to come and kill me.
So I'm trying to get into your mind. I'm trying to be brought to that moment to why you believe that. And we were talking, you were in the bathroom, then you were in the kitchen. I mean, I know that she's saying something and you're inside your house and she's on the other side of that wall and that door. Were you able to ever see her to see if she had anything in her hands? There's no people. Thanks. Okay. Were you able to look through a window or anything to see if she had anything in her hands or anything? Okay. So you don't know if what's going on, but you can hear her voice.
Yes.
And you said that she's hitting the wall hard enough that was the door? That the mirror's moving.
Yes.
And she's hitting the door. Okay. And there's no peephole or anything like that. You don't know who all's out there, but you can hear her voice. Okay. What made you shoot that spot on the door? It sounds like you had some experience with the gun, so bring me to that moment where what happened?
I grabbed the gun. I was shaking like crazy. The more she found me, the more she screamed. I was like, stop, 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 go away, move away. She wouldn't move away. Finally, I'm going to kill you. And that was the last time. And I just fired the weapon.
Okay. Was there a spot you picked or something like that?
I just kind of, there was the door. I knew she was at the door. Shot her.
So since the last time you and I talked, I went in the house. We, did the stuff inside the house as far as photographing, looking at where everything that related to where the door is. And you said you had shot from the kitchen. So when you come in, it's like a kitchen table.
The table that's there, the 2 seats with the table.
Okay.
That's where I shot from.
That's where you shot from. Okay. Like right next to it?
Yes.
Or like further back?
It was, I remember the table being there.
Okay. How were you holding the gun when you fired it? With 2 hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you were initially in the kitchen when, you went to the restroom and then you were in the kitchen looking for your phone while she was pounding on the door. And you say that you believe it was between 2 and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Was that total time from when the first pounding started to the time that you fired the shot, 2 to 5 minutes? Or do you think it was shorter time than that or longer?
To me, it seemed like 2 to 5 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes
More,
total.
well, by the time I shot the weapon, at least 5 minutes.
Okay. Did she ever try to open that glass sliding door or open the door handle or anything like that? Or was it just the pounding?
I just remember her pounding and pounding and pounding.
Okay. So you said that you kept the firearm in the trash can in the bedroom. So at some point, did you go?
Yes.
So you thought about it and said, I might need this, or?
Absolutely. I mean, I got terrified. I mean, I was so terrified she was going to come in and kill me.
Okay. So you left the kitchen area?
Yes.
And that's when you went to your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. Where was the other gun at that time? Do you know?
So it was right there.
The Ruger?
I thought the Ruger was right there.
I mean, we found, yeah, it was, but you said that you used the 380, right? Yeah. When you fired the gun? Okay. Is there any reason why you chose that gun inside the other one? They were both loaded, right?
They were both loaded. I was just the one I picked up.
Okay. Did you handle the other gun at all?
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember.
Okay. Because the reason I asked is when we went in there, the 22 was actually on top of the 380. So, I'm just trying to figure out how it is that you went in there, took the 380, fired the 380, went back, and you would have put it back in there, but then the other gun was on top of it. So I'm just trying to figure out if maybe, you're just moving stuff around after things happened or something fell. I'm just trying to understand.
It may have fallen off the bed. I don't remember. I just remember looking for my phone, and I just remember I put the gun back in. So, there's all kinds of papers in there, so it could have flip-flopped.
Is that an actual, do you use it for trash or those important papers that were in there?
Papers I keep.
Okay. All right. So you said it was.
Wow.
Let me ask you this, and maybe this can kind of help us get a better time frame. From the time that you called 911, these kids are on my property again. They're yelling, what happened that first 911 call? That time that you hung up with 911, how long before she showed up and she was pounding on the door after you hung up?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. So about 10 minutes after you disconnected and they said, hey, we have deputies on the way. 10 minutes after that is when she started pounding on the door. Okay. And you say anywhere from, you believe from 2 to 5 minutes.
Real time.
So she had called the police.
Yes. And she knew the police were on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't you just call the police back?
Mm-hmm.
And see where they're at? And say, this woman is pounding on my door. You knew the cops were coming.
Mm-hmm.
So how much danger were you in if you knew the police were on their way and they should be there any minute? You could have waited until she got inside the house. The police are on the way. She's making no sense, but you knew the cops were on the way. So you mentally said to yourself, let me go get my gun in the garbage can. Come back out. Because they're going to ask her, what did you say to her at the door? Did you tell her to go away? I have a gun. Did you mention that you have a gun at any time during this? Because they're going to ask the people, they ask the witnesses, what did you hear? Did you hear her saying, I'm going to kill you? Did anyone hear her say, I'm going to kill you? Because it had to be pretty loud because you were in your kitchen. Is anyone else saying that that's what she said to you? So to me, it's funny. You knew the cops were on their way. So you thought this woman.
She probably called. Sometimes people call the cops knowing what they finna do.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You called the cops. You knew cops were on their way. If you have a gun, what are you scared of? You're inside your house. Just wait for the cops. And if she busts through the window, you got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just strange. Just the whole garbage can thing's throwing me off.
All right, here you go.
Is there, and I just want to be clear, 2 to 5 minutes from the first time she pounded to the time where you felt in danger enough to pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many times, I know this is, how many times do you think she was hitting your door during that time frame that you believe is about 2 to 5 minutes?
She just kept pounding it. Just kept pounding it and pounding it.
So just
She was
more
screaming.
than 5, more than 50?
It had to be, I don't know. I can't even speculate. I just remember her pounding and pounding and screaming and yelling.
Okay. And did you call 911 immediately after?
As soon as I got my phone.
Okay. How much time do you think after you fired the shot? So within a minute? And you immediately called 911? Did you call anyone else before?
No.
Did you call anyone else after?
No, I don't think so because you guys were here and you guys came right away.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So we're just trying to figure out where some of these, we heard that you said the F word and the B word. These are what the kids are saying.
I definitely dropped F-bombs.
Okay. And what are you saying the F word to?
Take your fucking shit.
Referring to stuff on the ground or something? And when we, sure. Okay. So Detective Stitt has been talking to you about the timeline, okay? And some of the work we've done. Now, this is a picture that I draw. I'm not an artist at all, but when I tell you some of the work we've done, we spoke to all the people over. This is your house, by the way. Okay, this is what we're gonna ask for you. We spoke to everybody in these buildings. We spoke to them all in these buildings, and we talked to anybody that had cameras that would see different areas. These cameras, they hear things. We're able to hear audio. We're able to hear things like that. And everyone that we interviewed, I pretty much got the same, Detective Stitt, I think we all got the same statement from every single person we interviewed. We lined up, well, we didn't line them up. These people were interviewed in different locations. Some of them were interviewed in different buildings in different places. I interviewed them at different houses, and all these people provided these similar statements, okay? No one that provided these, now these people could hear her talking, okay? Because she was talking loudly. You said that you could hear it through the wall, and I can agree with that, okay? She made a statement, something to the effect of, why'd you take my kid's iPad? Okay, somebody heard her say that.
I never touched an iPad. I never saw the iPad. I don't know what this iPad is
A
about.
tablet or something like that?
Again, no tablet, no iPad, no electronics at all. It was never there, or at least I never saw it.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
Was she, maybe she's wrong, but was she asking you about a tablet or accusing you of something with a tablet or an iPad? I don't know if it's an iPad or a tablet. She could have? Okay, you seem unsure of some of the stuff she's saying through the door. Did she say, you're not really sure if she said that?
She could have said it during her rants.
Okay. So she's saying these things. The thing is everything that we've learned so far, I have not learned of her ever saying to you that she wanted that she wanted to get into the house. It sounded more like she wanted to talk to you outside of the house.
How do you want to talk outside the house when you're banging and screaming?
Yeah.
That's not.
People said that she said, "Come outside."
That's not. I'm sorry.
Come
That's
out.
not what.
It's not reasonable and prudent. I mean, you just don't, bang and expect someone to come out. Yeah, I think I'll come outside. So
Right.
You can,
Well, I know.
Seriously.
What she learned, what I'm learning, what these people said is that she was saying to come outside. She wanted to confront you about something. She wanted you to come outside. Do you remember her making statements and asking you to come out there and talk to her?
Honestly, don't recall.
Okay, so you don't remember that, and you seem unsure about some of the statements she made about the tablet. No one that we've interviewed so far has made any statements about her saying that she wanted to kill you.
That's what I heard.
Okay. You said you were so in fear and you're shaking. Is your memory affected regarding this incident in some way?
I just remember being terrified that she was banging and screaming, and I just remember hearing her say, "I'm going to kill you." Her son, earlier in the night, before I called the police, I don't know how old he is, but he said, "I'm going to make sure you get killed tonight."
Which son? She has two sons.
I know. I remember it was one of her sons, but he was there. He's like, "I'm going to make sure you get killed. I'm going to make sure that you know." I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
Has this person ever showed you a weapon or anything like that?
No. But I mean, the little kid said it, and then all of a sudden his mom's coming over and she's banging and screaming. And
just now, I asked you this earlier. You said you can't see out there, but you've only seen her a few times.
Mm-hmm.
What means does she have to harm you through the wall?
She, like I said, she was banging so much, everything was shaking and moving.
Now that house,
which I couldn't believe because it's a cement block house.
That was my next question. So it's a cement block house, and the door, the deadbolt was activated, right?
The deadbolt was activated.
Okay.
Right? And you just didn't have the chain lock?
I don't. I was going to say, I remember I didn't have the chain. I'm not quite sure if I had the deadbolt on or not.
Okay. I believe the last time we talked, you said you had the deadbolt, but you didn't want to get back close to the door to do the chain. This is from when I recall. And you said you had the extra long deadbolt just installed recently?
Charles did it.
Okay, Charles.
So that's what so the deadbolt's activated, the door's closed, it's a blockhouse. I'm just trying to understand what made you so in fear of this woman if you have these things between you.
When we had spoken previously on the other time when she screamed at me and I finally acquiesced, I said, whatever you want, I'm so sorry. She followed me, behind me up until I went into the house. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, she gave me the creeps.
What happened during that incident where she followed you? What was the conversation?
She said, oh, you called my kids, I think a nigger and a slave or something stupid like that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. And I finally said, I'm gonna leave this alone. I don't need, to get killed in the street.
Did she tell you if she had recordings of you saying that? Or like one of the kids?
I have no idea.
But you apologized and she continued to follow you anyway?
Yeah, she followed me anyway.
How far did she follow you?
Like right up to where I go in by the wood.
By the fence?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
She finally just went away.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
It was like a month or two ago.
Okay. And was that an incident dealing with she had the dog and the kids were over there? No, that was something different. Okay. And I think that was, I want to say, was it April? Does that sound right? When the you had called because again the kids were over there, the dog was over there. Does that sound about right? Okay, but that was a different incident.
Yeah, it was a different incident. Yes.
And where were you at when you had that conversation where she started following you? Where were you?
I was in the street.
Okay. Like by the mailboxes or?
No, I was close to her driveway.
Close to her driveway. Okay. Yeah. All right. Did she make any threats of physical violence to you then?
I honestly can't remember.
Okay.
She was following you and that made you feel creepy, right? Or creeped you out, I think is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, but there wasn't any threats of physical violence then. And you said,
why would you, if the conversation is over, why would you still pursue someone? I mean, to me,
was she still saying things? Was she still?
No, she just followed me, and I just felt like at any point in time she could knock me down and do something. And I was like, oh my god, and I didn't want to tangle with her anymore.
And was it only her kid that you called a slave, or was there other kids in the neighborhood?
I never called anyone a slave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said sorry for it.
I said I'm sorry for it because I didn't know how else to diffuse the situation.
Okay, so you told her that you did say that, but you're saying it's to diffuse the situation?
Yes, absolutely.
So have you ever called any of those kids?
So Susan, I'm looking at this from the outside here, and this really is not adding up to me. You used the word reasonable and prudent earlier. That's an interesting series of word use. That's like a series of words that we use as law enforcement officers when we try to look at things. And there's a big jump here that you're making logically I can't seem to make the jump. I had a really hard time getting there. You've known this woman for 1.5 to 2 years. Your only communication.
Real time.
What'd she say?
He said you're using words that we would use in law enforcement. What he's getting at is you looked this up. You researched what you should say to us. You're using words that we would use to defend a shooting.
That's what I told you. When she called the police, she knew what she was finna do. Yes, sir.
The other cop has now become aggressive. So let's see how long she talks for. Because he's become aggressive now. He's like, look, it's not adding up. You're using words that law enforcement would use to justify a shooting. He's saying, well, how would you know that? He's trying to get at, well, how would you know that? How would you know about those words? Because you said you didn't take a class. You would learn those words in a class. Because when we're explaining deadly force and the use of deadly force, certain words will come out.
Fear for my life.
Fear for my life. I had no immediate retreat.
I had no choice.
And the big thing is I have no retreat. I had nowhere to go. I had nothing. I was I used all I used all means before I shot. I exhausted all my
Exhausted
means.
all means. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
That's one.
exhausted all my means of protection because, and the basic thing is that this is a last resort, and you must specify that it is a last resort before you use deadly force.
Right.
So these are words that she would have looked up. Use of deadly force.
I bet you. Ooh, I can't wait to go.
I'll bet you if they took her computer, they would find her computer and her phone right now. They would find explanations for use of force. But he caught it though, and he's questioning on her. And I'm right now. I'm like, I wonder what she's gonna say in defense of that.
All right, let's go back just a little. Let's see.
What happened during that incident where she followed you? What was the conversation?
She said, "Oh, you called my kids, I think a nigger and a slave or something stupid like that." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize." And I finally said, "I'm gonna leave this alone. I don't need."
Wait a minute. What you apologize for when you just said that here long ago that you never said it?
Well, that's gonna come in a second.
I'm just making the point that this woman, I'm sitting here listening to this lady lie.
She says I was just diffusing the situation. I'm diffusing the situation. I just apologize to diffuse the situation. It's coming right after this.
Oh, okay.
Did she tell you if she had recordings of you saying that? Or like one of the kids? But you apologize and she continued to follow you anyway?
Yeah, she followed me anyway.
How far did she follow you?
Like right up to where I go in by the wood.
By the fence?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
She finally just went away.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was like a month or two ago.
Okay. And was that an incident dealing with she had the dog and the kids were over there? No, that was something different. Okay. And I think that was, I want to say, was it April? Does that sound right? With the you had called because again the kids were over there, the dog was over there. Does that sound about right? Okay, but that was a different incident than what you're talking about. And where were you at when you had that conversation where she started following you? Where were you?
I was in the street.
Okay. Like by the mailboxes or?
No. I was close to her driveway.
Close to her driveway. Oh, yeah. All right. Did she make any threats of physical violence to you then?
I honestly can't remember.
Okay.
She was following you and that made you feel creepy, right? Or creeped out, I think is the word you said?
Yeah.
Okay, but there wasn't any threats of physical violence then. And you said,
why would you, if the conversation is over, why would you still pursue someone? I mean, to me,
was she still saying things? Was she still?
No,
talking?
she just followed me, and I just felt like, at any point in time she could knock me down and do something. I was like, oh my god, and I didn't want to tangle with her anymore.
and was it only her kid that you called a slave, or was there other kids in the
I
neighborhood?
never called anyone a slave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said. You said sorry for it.
I said I'm sorry for it because I didn't know how else to diffuse the situation.
Okay, so you told her that you did say that, but you're saying that you were saying it's to diffuse the situation?
Yes, absolutely.
So have you ever called any of those kids?
So, Susan, I'm looking at this from the outside here, and this really is not adding up. You used the word reasonable and prudent earlier. That's an interesting series of words to use. That's like a series of words that we use as law enforcement officers when we try to look at things. And there's a big jump here that you're making logically that I can't seem to make the jump. I'm having a really hard time getting there. You've known this woman for 1.5 to 2 years. Your only communications for 2 to 3 times. The dog's pooping, and then there was another time where you called her, you said I'm sorry about calling your kids some names, and she followed behind you. You thought that was creepy. She's never threatened you. She never displayed a firearm towards you. She starts yelling on your patio area, banging hard on your door, which your door is locked, and then you're scared. Now you're saying that you're scared, which, okay, I can get to that. I can get to that point that you're scared. There's someone knocking on your door.
No, I wasn't knocking. It was pounding.
Pounding. There's someone pounding on your door. Right. There's someone pounding on your door. They're pounding on your door, and I can't get to the point where pounding on the door leads to you being hurt or killed. I can't get
because
that.
I thought she was going to break the door down. The door, you could see that it was all repaired and re-repaired and all that crap like that. So I never felt that door was secure.
You have an extended deadbolt, and you've never been in any kind of violent situation where someone's kicked in your door or like through your entire wall. There has not been that situation. So I'm trying to do the reasonable and prudence. I'm trying to come into your shoes there, and I'm having a hard jump there because describe to me, AJ, what does she look like?
Tall black woman, heavy set,
Okay. Does she have a very muscular? You've only known her for 1.5 years. You only have so many communications. I mean, is she like a muscular person that's able to like I don't know, do extreme feats of strength and just you weight train or front guard? Help me understand this. I that's what I'm trying. I'm having a hard time with this.
He's just trying to understand how we got from the point of someone.
And I don't see how that is entire. Were you on alcohol or anything like? I gotta ask these questions. Were there anything in your mind that would impair yourself in your judgments?
I took Belbuca earlier in the day.
What is that?
It's it was for my back.
Okay, is that a narcotic?
Yes.
A muscle relax? I'm guessing. Here.
No, it's a pain reliever.
Okay, it's a pain reliever. And does that have like something like?
It's a film.
Okay, does that like don't use motor vehicles or something like that? What does it do to you? How does it make you feel?
It just makes me sleepy.
It's called, what is it called?
Belbuca.
Belbuca.
B-E-L-B-U-C-A.
Does that have to do with your artery issue in your kidney?
No, I had a car wreck. So I had a fusion in my lower back. I'm sorry, fusion in my neck, and then laminectomy in my lower back. And I've got this thing that goes backwards. So I have some issues.
Okay.
And I have a torn rotator cuff.
Okay. And do you have issues with any kind of previous from the car accident? I have to ask, a head injury which would impair your memory or affect your memory or anything like that?
I don't remember. I think I hit my head on the steering wheel from the accident.
Okay. Do you suffer time and spatial memory issues where you can't remember certain amounts of time and things like that? And the reason that I asked that is you had indicated that this was somewhere between like 5 to 10 minutes or something. Am I getting that right, Detective Stiff? Okay. From the cameras that we've looked at in the area here, this incident did not last for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Now, from the people that we spoke to, there's aspects of this that I can agree about. She's talking loud. She's banging on that door. We're going to agree. The actual number of knocks, you did 3 knocks, and then you said there was a pause.
I never said 3.
Well, you said bang, 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 and then she stopped, which I counted 3. Now,
Okay.
if there was something different, you can tell me. I'm just I'm remembering earlier. You said bang, 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 there was 3, then she stopped, and then she continued to, and then what happened. Nothing has led me to believe as an investigator that it was like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, maybe it just seemed like it was longer.
Okay.
Probably because, the adrenaline rush and just getting so upset.
Sure. Whenever adrenaline comes in, it can make things seem like they stretch out. From some of the other statements we've got, some of the things that we've learned, it sounds more like there was 3 knocks and then there was 3 more and then she was shot. It sounds like this was very quick. It sounds like this was like within a span of less than 20 seconds is what I would say. Is it possible that your time is off on this?
It could be.
Okay.
Because to me, it felt like forever.
Okay. So if this is like what's being described as a 20-second, this is a brief encounter. It's a brief encounter with loud banging, with loud yelling. The statements that some of the statements that you're saying occurred, like I'm going to kill you and those kind of threats. No one else has heard you. No one else has heard her make those statements. Okay. In your head. Are you not sure about some of the things we talked about today regarding some of the things you're saying that you heard? Is it possible she never threatened you at all?
I swear to God, I thought she said, "I'm going to kill you." I mean, that's why I just panicked. As soon as those words came out of her mouth, I was like, Jesus Christ, she's going to kill me.
Okay. And how did you imagine yourself being killed? Remembering that there's that block wall, that door, how was she going to be able to do that? What makes you think that she was able to do that?
She was still pounding, but that she could have come right through the glass wall. I mean, the glass door.
Well, we talked about pounding on the door. Did she ever pound on the glass wall? Was it a window or wall? Help me.
It's doors. It's sliders.
Glass sliding door.
Yeah.
She pound on that?
She may have. I don't know. Well, I kept thinking she's going to get entrance. She's going to kill me.
And that's why I asked you earlier if you recalled if she tried that door lock, the sliding glass door. Does that say? Do you have like anything?
I had I think there was a wood piece
in the slider.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't recall if she tried that door?
I just remember lots of pounding.
Lots of pounding.
Just to me, it was just an enormous amount of pounding, screaming, yelling, and I felt like she was going to come through that door.
And I think Detective Bender touched on it. Like in your head, during the panic, during all these thoughts, what did you feel that was going to happen?
She's going to come in there and beat the shit out of me until I was dead.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I felt. I mean, I don't understand why she came over my house. If there was all these issues and problems, why didn't you just call somebody? That's, to me, that's what you would do if you're normal. That's a normal thing to do. If something happens to me, I call the police. And like, okay, the kids are being in line or she's banging and, but when I couldn't find my phone and everything, I was just like, shit. I honestly, I felt she was going to kill me.
Okay, so during that time, you had hung up with 911. You still estimate approximately 10 minutes before the banging started.
Yes.
And then you're saying anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes or longer that the banging and the yelling lasted. However, as Detective Pender mentioned, we've reviewed video. We've talked to multiple people out there who all kind of give a similar. I mean, everybody's perspective is different, and that's why I asked you the same question a couple of times, because people's perspectives, we could be both looking at the same thing, and later on you ask me what, you ask us the same question, and we have different reactions, different answers, because we focus on different things, we remember different things. That's why everybody's unique, and that's just the way it is. But to be that similar, in some of the specifics of what we're really looking at, we're talking about a very tight, a much more tighter time frame of this incident that happened at your front door before that shot was fired. So is that possible? Is that feasible that it was a shorter time frame?
To me, it felt. I mean, I'm giving you what I felt and what I thought it was.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Now that you're out of the moment,
Mhm.
I mean, do you think that she could somehow get through that wall now that you're out, now that you're not in the house anymore, and that
I
you
still feel that fear. I just still feel she was coming at me. I'm sorry. That's what I feel.
Okay.
I just, it's been playing in my head over and over again, and I just kept thinking of that and how terrified I was.
What's your goal, to shoot and kill her?
No.
What was your goal?
To shoot and hopefully, she'd hear the shot and dissipate.
But you took aim at the door, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And the goal was to strike the door and to dissipate it. I'm having a really hard time making this jump here, that this unarmed person on the other side of the wall is somehow gonna get into your house and kill you. I'm just really having a hard time getting there. Some of these doors open inwards, outwards. I don't know which way your door opens. Which way does it open? It opens outward?
It opens out.
Okay. So it
opens inwards.
It opens inwards. Okay. So I'm really having a hard time understanding like how if you could go back in time, would you not do what you did? Would you take it back and I don't know, wait another however long it took for the police to get there? I'm trying to understand that. Would you feel like you did something wrong here?
I did what I felt I had to. I honestly felt she was going to kill me. I mean, that's all I felt. I just felt that terror. I mean, it was sheer terror.
So I went out to the house that morning, when I met you out there. First of all, I looked at the door. We processed the door just to see what areas might have been touched by AJ. I looked at the door frame where it had been repaired. It looked like there was a type of putty or something used where the wood frame had been separated. I examined the deadbolt lock. The strike plates were in there pretty fastened, pretty securely. The bottom lock, just the doorknob lock. And even with the door closed, I stood on the outside. There were no indentations, no dents in the door anywhere that I could see. I'm not trying to take away the fears of being scared and everything, because I think that is a legitimate, scary situation to be put in. But to justify to go from being scared to a point where you're taking
real time
on someone who's standing on the other side of the door and you don't even know where you're shooting at. That's a big.
It's a metal door.
I knew that. I said that in the beginning.
It's not a wooden door. It's a metal door. If she was pounding the way she says she was, there would be imprints in the door where her fist was pounding on the door. If she was pounding on the door like she said she was, which was causing things to move inside her house, there would be a imprint or some dent in the door. At least one dent in the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, yeah, I didn't see any of that.
Mm-hmm.
He said your deadlock was still in place, meaning the deadlock pins had not been moved.
Oh, I'm sorry, D2. Lady friend, I just saw your comment. Thank you for joining. I figured they would. I figured it was going to come back quick, girl.
They said
don't say it, please.
Yeah, no, but they said there wasn't sufficient evidence to support murder too, so they charged her with manslaughter.
Oh, when they was initially charging her.
When they initially charging her, they had 15 days to upgrade the charges.
Thank you, lady friend.
They did not, and they left it as man one.
I'm pretty sure I know what the verdict is. For one, it came back too quick.
Oh yeah, none of her shit was working. None of her shit that she.
I mean, it came back. I do now. You people that's in this chat, I have the same core 30 people every time I go live on the channel. I know I'm gonna have my 30. So if y'all want us, and I'm not gonna play like the whole. If I do this, I'm not gonna play like the whole. I'm gonna play because this the court. Damn, I can't even get it out, y'all. The court channel that I watch is either Court TV or is Law and Crime. They have clips of like each person that testifies. So what I'll do is I'll go through and play the trial, but I'm gonna play the people in clips. We're not gonna listen to the whole, drawn out 4 or 5 hour lives, and we just gonna watch the clips of this different testimony. Do y'all still want to listen to that, even though I know but don't know
So
what the verdict is?
yeah,
Y'all let me know and we can do it this weekend.
Yeah, Duchess asked the question, why did she have 2 different calibers of guns? She did answer that when they asked her that. She said the 380 was too expensive to practice with. So she bought a 22 Ruger, which is 22 rounds are a lot cheaper than 9mm 380 rounds. Or no, the 380 rounds. So it's a lot cheaper. They're almost. I don't think they're more expensive. I think they're almost probably a little less than 9mm rounds. But she said it was too expensive for her to go to the range and practice. Well, lady, you know, and it's funny. I wonder if they talked about this in the hearing. Why exactly did you buy a gun a year and a half ago?
She bought the other gun a couple of months ago.
The 22 she bought a couple months ago. What made you purchase that gun a year and a half ago? Because you said you've been having problems with her for 2 years. And she also said someone told her she needs a gun for protection. Yeah, she knew that 22 wouldn't penetrate that door. That's why she picked up the 380.
Exactly. All right, let's listen, y'all.
Exactly. And I think that's where Detective Henders could have
been one of the kids standing there or something.
But it was her standing there. I mean, I heard her voice.
Sure, but some people don't talk. They're more quiet. So you never had a break-in there before, right? Okay, no break-ins there. There's the rod in the track. Did you have? I know that you still spoke to this woman 2 or 3 times before. Did you speak to her earlier that day on Friday? No. Okay, so you didn't talk to her earlier that day, Friday. There wasn't. Did you have any conflicts with anybody in particular on Friday at all?
Thank you, lady friend. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sweetie.
The kids, when it wasn't a conflict, I just told them, come on, stop trespassing, you know, move along, take it. The kids kept putting things out. They had marbles by my truck.
Hey, Carl, did I teach you?
One morning that happened very early, and I'm like, crap. I'm like, stop leaving your freaking toys here. You know, I'm not the most stable person, you know, with my knees and stuff like that. So when I'm walking, if I fall again, you know.
Outside, she said, keep your toys from. Oh my God, this lady is y'all.
She's trying to say that the kids would leave shit around her truck so she would fall, like marbles and toys and stuff like that.
Oh my God! So these kids was plotting on her.
Yeah. She's trying to make it sound like they were doing it on purpose.
Yeah. My God, today.
Between my back and my knees and, you know, the other injury. And I don't understand why they just keep leaving the crap there. And I'm like,
That sounds frustrating.
It's extraordinarily frustrating.
You said there was a skate. Was there something that happened with the skate on Friday?
When the kids were there, yeah, they keep leaving the skates really close to the house. I'm like, stop already, you know, because when you go around and you do stuff and you're bringing packages in, sometimes I bring the truck up. I'm like, I don't want to walk over your skates and shit. I'm like, pick your damn shit up. So
where were those skates when you picked them up?
I'm going to say they were maybe 5-6 feet of the sidewalk.
On the grass?
Yes.
Okay. And you took some photograph or took a photograph of that with your phone?
Yes.
Okay. And there was a video at some point. It looked like you were taking a picture or a video through the screen from you being inside to them outside. Because it looked like there was a bunch of them. I guess
the screaming. You heard how much they were screaming over the TV.
Okay, kids was out there, and this is around the time frame where you threw the skates out into the yard or something like that. But this is also that was what was reported to us from a few people.
Yes.
But also during that time frame was where that tablet situation came up. So is there any reason?
I don't know what this tablet thing is.
It's like an Amazon tablet, you know, electronic tablet.
I never saw the tablet. Never. He kept saying, "Where's my tablet? Where's my tablet?" I had my
Oh, so he did ask you about it, but you didn't have it.
Of course not.
So you never.
I never saw it, never picked it, never touched it up. Nothing.
Why would he make that part up?
I have no idea.
Because he said, and it really doesn't change.
Doesn't change.
It doesn't change anything. I'm just trying to understand. He said that he was going to the basketball courts after they played in the field. He's like, I forgot my tablet, and he comes over and he sees you holding it, and he says, put it down, and you kind of tossed it down, and then that's when you threw the skates, and one of them hit him in the toe or the foot or something like that.
No, because they were standing here and I threw it with my left hand.
Okay.
I made sure that I didn't. I just threw him over to the other side.
And that's when you told him to fetch or something.
Yes.
You told him to fetch
So you
it.
can go fetch it over there now.
Okay.
Because he said, "Give me my skates."
Mhm.
Your skates. I'm like, "Here, go get them."
You already had them in your hand at that point.
I
You said,
think
give them
so.
to you. Okay. What were you going to do with them?
Just throw them on the other side. Just get them away.
So you don't remember the tablet or anything?
It was never. I never saw a tablet. Never touched a tablet. Never, I don't know where the hell the tablet came from. So I have no idea.
And then the situation with the umbrella. I know we had talked about it a little bit before, but do you remember who that was out there when? Was that when? Excuse me. Was that when the older AJ's older came over? What was he saying to you?
That's when he said, "I said, you guys need to leave." He said, "I don't need to leave. I can do anywhere I want. It's, you know, I have, this is, I forget what the hell he said. Just something to the effect that I have no limits where I can go." I'm like, okay.
Okay, but he wasn't the one that was there when you tossed the roller skates into the yard. It was the other child. Or do you remember?
Both boys.
Were they both there with the roller skate?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you came out, the umbrella that was behind your door, was that the one?
Yes.
Okay, and what exactly happened with that? Because that's another one of those things where we were talking to people who were right there, kind of, they already heard some yelling and back and forth, so they're kind of watching and
I made good trouble with my hands. So
swinging the umbrella.
yeah, just come on, guys, leave. You know, like
Okay.
gesturing. So
How far away were they when you were doing this?
Oh
And
my
where do you
gosh.
think you were at?
I remember being on the sidewalk, and then they were at least 5-7 feet.
She look like an old head right here. She definitely look like an old head right here. But y'all in court today, like today, how she looks, ooh, she has aged.
She looked like she lost some weight too.
She lost weight. Her hair is totally gray and silver gray, whatever. She aged, baby. She aged. She knew she was going to prison.
Well,
She knew.
she stopped dyeing her hair, but you know she's got to think about, hey, I'm going to jail. I need a girlfriend.
Oh God. Oh my God.
They didn't do anything? They didn't say anything? They didn't back away?
I honestly don't recall.
Okay.
It didn't rain on Friday. Why did you have an
Why did she
umbrella?
pull the booty? I don't
We
recall.
had precept, and I thought when the kids got quiet that it rained finally and they went home.
So that's why you had the umbrella out?
Yes.
So it sounds like there's a lot of things going on with the kids that day. It sounds like you're taking videos. It sounds like the skate, throw those. She says, "Give me the skates." You throw the skates, and then you're swinging the umbrella because they're not getting away. There's a lot going on with the kids. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Are the kids yelling that day?
Oh, they were screaming and yelling.
Screaming and yelling. Okay. It sounds like there was things going on with them, and then one of the kids' moms comes up to your house and knocks on the door. Is that right? Did she say what she was knocking on the door about? I don't remember if we covered that.
With AJ? Yes.
Yes, AJ. Was it about the umbrella, the skates, or something different? Because
I
there's a
want to
lot.
speak to you because you're talking to my sons. I don't like the way you're talking to my sons.
Okay, so she bangs on the door and she wants to, because we talked about all the things that happened that day. She's banging on the door and she wants to address you regarding how you're talking to her sons.
Yes.
And there's already been that prior incident in the 2 or 3 times that you guys met, and one of those times it was you're talking to her sons and you're saying like racial things like that, racial slurs. She said that you did.
She said that.
Okay. So it sounds like she has a reason that she
Kids,
wants to talk to
y'all
you.
know what? Kids lie, but they don't lie. Let me tell you, they lie like if you say, "Did you eat that last Twinkie?" They're gonna lie. Especially if they knew they weren't supposed to eat that last Twinkie. But kids don't run up to you as a parent when something happens and just outright lie like that. Baby, did y'all hear when that baby told the parent that woman called them the N-word? That was a cop, I think. That woman called them the N-word. Them children wasn't lying.
Well, here's the problem with
They
that.
weren't lying.
It wasn't just one child. It was a group of children all saying the same thing.
Yep. They weren't lying on her. They did not make that up. Kids don't make up being called the N-word. Not normal. No.
She's banging on your door. Okay.
But she's enraged, she's screaming, she's not acting to me what would be like a normal, average, everyday, reasonable person. I mean, to me, that was someone who was really angry.
Bitch, you'll be angry too if you throwing roller skates. Ooh. Baby. Yeah, she wasn't acting reasonable, babe. You had threw roller skates at her child. We ain't gonna even talk about the tablet, even though, bitch, you ain't pay for it. So you ain't had no business with your hands on it. But you throw roller skates at my baby? Do y'all know how heavy roller skates are? Girl, listen. You knew that lady was going to get in your ass. She may have wanted to fight you, lady. And I ain't saying she did. I'm saying if it was me, I would have wanted to fight you. Yeah, you'd have got it.
That when you went to retrieve your gun, that's where you keep it in that trash can. That's where it was at. I'm sorry. Did you remember
No,
what you were talking about? I didn't ask you this before, but I saw inside you have like I saw a home office set up. Do you work from home?
Yes.
You do. So you're pretty much always there. You're always having to be susceptible to whatever they do.
Well, I kind of want to go through my notes real quick, make sure that we cover everything. We covered a lot of things. Can I get you underwater or anything while I go through this? Okay. Yeah, let me go through the notes and make sure we didn't miss anything here. And we'll be right back in.
Is there anything else that you need right now?
They're going to discuss the lies you told. They're going to discuss the lies you just told. They know you lying. They know you lying.
Okie dokie.
You go to the bathroom? All right. So while we were in there going over everything, and my supervisor team, he's actually kind of been listening a little. And something that caught my ear, like when we were talking earlier, you had mentioned the words, and I asked you to repeat it because I wanted to make sure I heard you correctly. You had mentioned terminology like reasonable and prudent in reference to
reasonable and prudent.
How AJ was acting at your door while she was trespassing and everything. Where did that come from? That terminology? Is that
Watching TV.
Watching TV? Okay, like documentary stuff or like what?
Probably just crime shows and stuff.
Crime shows. Okay. And
I've heard reasonable. I've watched a lot of crime. I don't even know if I heard prudent, but I've heard reasonable. I don't know about prudent though.
Prudent means like reasonable, like that, like you assume to be true. Prudent.
Yeah, I did that. I know what it means. I'm just saying, I never heard it on the front.
Yeah, I've never cops going, reasonable and prudent. That's
something you Google. That's how like Google works.
It is. Well, when you shot the man, did you feel it was reasonable and prudent? That man, okay.
Yeah, Miss Lynn.
You Googled if they asked you why you shot her. Okay. Yeah, you did.
Melissa, hold on, Melissa. I'm gonna address you in a minute, but Melissa said she thinks that she's above the law, that this law was not made by her, but for others. Now, Melissa, I'm gonna be so totally honest. Now, we don't know what AJ went over there to do. We do know that she was going over there because this woman violated her kid. Let's just be clear. She violated her kid, right? And I ain't gonna say, I don't know how old she is, E. Brooks. This was with this interrogation, I think was
she's 56.
Well, she was 46 when it happened. She's 46 right here because this happened a year ago. But listen, I ain't gonna say that AJ went over there to whoop that lady ass because I don't know AJ. I mean, AJ been having words back and forth with her, but AJ ain't never, she ain't got, from what we hear so far, she never got violent with the lady. So I can't say.
That woman is not 46 years old.
Yeah, this was a year ago. This interrogation, 46.
She's 56.
I mean, she was 55 last year. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say 46. That bitch had a hard life. If she's 46, that bitch had a hard life. Hard life.
She was 55. She was 55 last year.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm not saying that AJ went over there to kick her ass. Okay, I'm saying if to her, aka Terry, if it was me, I would have been able. See, she still can't say what the woman actually came for, other than knowing that she did whatever she did when it came to the child, because she never opened the door. She want to throw in there that the lady was screaming, "I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!" I don't believe that. I don't believe it. But you violated that lady child, and I think you did it on purpose in order to get her over there. I think this lady planned this, the truth. Why do I feel that way?
Okay, let's get something straight. That's not a black neighborhood. There was, I think AJ's family may be one of two black families within that small area. I'm not saying the whole complex. I'm saying in that street right there, because all the kids the cops were talking to were white. They were all white. That large
I'm gonna be
group.
so honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I probably would have went over there, and knocked on the door. She didn't come to the door. I'm good. I don't even know if I would knocked on the door. But one thing I would have did, I would have thought about it. Was am I gonna catch it? You know, am I gonna go knock on her door and risk, them saying I was trespassing? No. What I'm gonna do is when her fat ass come out that door and pass that gate that's right there and get in the common area, I'm gonna whoop her ass. Oh, she was gonna get her ass whooped. She would have had to be carrying that gun with her. You don't do that. You do not violate people's kids. You don't do that. And it's so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. All of the calls, all of what she was doing, that was unnecessary. You don't have to do that to children. Them children didn't deserve that. And then you don't kill their mama.
I have to ask you this. Have you done any research on like the laws as far as like in Florida, as far as self-defense and things like that?
I looked at it today.
You looked at it today?
If they found any evidence, and I don't know if they had, I don't know if they looked, I don't know if they had, but if they found any evidence that lady researched anything, that was premeditation.
She just said, no, she said today. She said, I did today. But again, if she had researched it prior to this, then it would change a lot. You were looking for a reason or a way
I know, Ken,
to do this.
Ken, you know I'm off sometimes. Come on, Ken, don't do me like that.
So because remember, I said they were going to question her about those words, and they wanted to know, and he just said, "Did you look up Florida's laws?" Which is Florida has stand your ground laws.
Yeah.
And he just said, "Did you look up Florida's laws on shootings?" And she said, "Yes, I did today."
Before she went back in there to be questioned, huh?
Yes, before she went back in there to be questioned, she looked it up, and that's where she got the the words that she was using. Because again, and that's why she kept saying, "I fear for my life. I was in fear for my life." She kept repeating it over and over again.
That's why she said she wasn't acting reasonably. No person said she was acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? At least you would say that.
But stand your ground. Again, you still have to prove that you're in immediate danger on stand your ground with no means of protection. That door was your protection.
All right, y'all. It's like 6 minutes left. Go ahead, Detroit.
No, go ahead, play it. I want to hear her explain why she was looking it up.
Okay.
Is that they had it up on Facebook?
Describe that. What did you specifically? What you were reading about and learning about?
Just they said self-defense, and I'm trying to think of what else I looked at today. Crap. Mostly emails.
Y'all look at that lady. Look, Detroit. Look at her.
Damn, you know who she looks like? You remember in the Wizard of Oz? Remember the old lady on the bike before she became the Wicked Witch of the West?
Yeah.
Is she wearing a shawl? What the fuck is that?
That's a sweater.
Oh my God.
That's a sweater.
They gonna eat that bitch up in jail.
Look how old she looked, y'all. Look how she done aged. She done lost weight.
That does not look like the same woman that they
That
were
is
just
her.
interrogating.
That is her. Oh, let me take the thing down so y'all can see her. Hold on. Cause I can see her on my computer screen. Y'all look.
She's giving me grandma vibes right there. Is that what she's trying to give the jury? Grandma
She probably
vibes?
is trying to look pitiful, but she had lost weight. And look at that hair. Look at that hair, D-True.
That bitch, she said,
She look like a whole nother person.
She said, "Fuck dyeing my hair."
Why you say Annie M?
Annie M. That's what she looked like, Annie M. But she said, "Fuck dyeing my hair" a long time ago. That bitch said, "Fuck it, I'm going to court. I ain't dyeing my hair. I ain't doing shit."
Lady, you baby, you look like what you been through, and you gonna look worse than that in about 6 months when Big Becky get to you. So, somebody not gonna whoop your ass for killing that lady. Somebody not gonna get you. They gonna get you, girl. Sorry. It's the law of the land, honey.
Defense, and there was a bunch of lawyers and stuff like that.
So prior to today, even the last time that you and I spoke on very early Saturday morning, you had used some of that same kind of terminology in describing the situation that occurred at the door. Prior to today, had you ever done any kind of research like that? And before I ask, let me just say, if we were to look through everything in your phone or your home desktop computer, is there anything kind of research on your internet history that would show that you've done research on like self-defense?
If I was sitting in that courtroom and I was looking at myself in that video and looking at how I look now, baby, I'd be bawling. I'd be like, Lord have mercy, like to whoop my ass. See, it ain't done. The whooping ain't done, lady. The whooping ain't done. You wrong. You was wrong, and you know you was wrong.
Did you hear what he just said? He said during our interview early Saturday, you used the same kind of terminology.
She been. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, if we watch this testimony, they're gonna be there. Some of it's gonna come out. Why did you purchase the gun? You've never had a gun.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it, even though we know the verdict. I'm gonna watch it.
You never wanted a gun. Why did you want a gun now? Why a year and a half ago did you go out and buy a 9mm? And then later on say it's too much gun for you to handle? Sell that and pick up a smaller pistol. Why now? What made you feel like you were? Did you feel like you were in danger? Did you feel like you needed protection?
But the jury were gonna get you. What the hell?
Yeah. What did you feel? Did you feel it because of the growing problems in the neighborhood? You were worried that the neighborhood was going to come knocking at your door? I mean, I don't understand. You go your whole life without a gun, and just a year and a half ago, you decided to buy one?
Yep.
Have you ever done any kind of research on that?
Yes, when it was mentioned on some guy shot someone at a convenience store, and they said standing ground laws.
Was that like a Florida situation? Because I know every state has kind of different laws.
I think it was Florida. It was Florida.
Okay. And when was that?
Years ago.
It was years ago?
Yeah, that was years ago.
So nothing recent that would be on like your internet browser history?
I just looked it up today.
Right. But I mean, other than basically before this incident occurred at your door, but we're not talking about like a couple years ago. We're talking about within the last few months. Would there be, because your internet browser, even if you delete it or you go on private browser, if you know, we take a look at those things, because we did go through your phone, the judge order, signed an order for us to be able to do that. So if that were the case, if we were just to look through that, would there show anything that you were looking up, stand your ground or self-defense laws in Florida on the internet?
I don't know. I looked up tons of stuff.
Is it a possibility that you looked that up?
Could have been. I don't know.
Okay.
I look up. I just,
the reason I ask is
I just go and see why the laws were. So I want to know why, like if they have an article, what happened in the situation, what.
Well, Susan, I think you know the reason why I'm asking that question. You're smart, okay? And the reason is.
Oh, hell no, absolutely. I know what you're thinking. Did I look up the laws so I could do something? No, absolutely.
This is not a situation where you set something up because you were tired of this person. You were tired of the situation that they put you in.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. No.
Okay, so while I was out there going through the notes and everything, I went through so when someone calls 911, as soon as that call goes to our communication center, it logs it, gives us a timestamp, hour, minute, second, from the very first time that call was received to the time that it's disconnected, okay? And that's for every single time someone calls. So the first time when you called 911, talking about the boys out there trespassing and things of that. So that call started at 8:54 p.m. Does that sound about right?
Yes, I really wasn't looking at it. Okay. I just remember calling.
That's what time it says on our call center. And that call lasted for 5 minutes and it disconnected. At 8:59, deputies are on the way. Okay. Now you estimated that it was approximately 10 minutes after you disconnected until the AJ started coming on your door. Is that correct? Is that what? Okay. So the second 911 call where you called, lady was banging on my door, I shot her through the door. That call came into our call center. It was received at 9:01, which is 2 minutes after you hung up with the communication center the first time. So that's 2 minutes that all these things that you say occurred happened at your front door. From pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding, I'm going to kill you, all these things. Within 2 minutes, she showed up at your front door and did all these things to the time that you pulled the trigger, went and found your phone, and then called 911. So, and that's why I'm trying to get.
To me, it seemed like that amount of time. That's why I thought it was that amount of time.
Well, so clearly we've established that that was not true, that's not the case, but that's what you felt it was.
Yes,
so you also told me that that's what you heard, that she was going to kill you. Is it possible that she did not say that, and that's what you heard or you believe? Just like you believed it was 10 minutes between those calls?
I just thought she said, I'm going to kill you. I mean, that's what I heard. That's why I was so fear of my life. I was like, Jesus Christ, she's pounding on my door. She's going to break in. She's going to kill me.
But is it a possibility? If you believe that it was 10 minutes to 15 minutes, adding in 10 minutes before it started, and then approximately another 5 minutes on top of that, that you believe that 2 minutes was 15 minutes, was it a possibility that maybe you thought you heard that, but it wasn't what she actually said?
I have no idea. That's what I heard. Okay. I'm telling you what I heard.
So, but I can tell you right now, what we've learned, what we've discussed all leading up to this, it doesn't make any sense. So this is your opportunity to actually tell us that something that does make sense. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to get mad. But whenever AJ was coming over that evening, what happened? What happened? Bring me to that moment when you had the gun in your hand. What were you thinking?
I wanted her to go away. I was just, I felt she was going to come through that door and kill me. I'm sorry, that's what I felt. I just felt she was going to come through the door and kill me. Okay. It was a tremendous fear.
Did you feel bad for what happened?
Oh, Christ, yes.
Because the first time that we talked, there was a point where I informed you that AJ passed away. And I wasn't sure if you've been aware of that or not. I know they transported her in an ambulance from there.
No, I saw the in CPR.
Yeah. So when I informed you that, you showed emotion. You showed what appeared to me to be at least somewhat of a remorse for what had happened. So do you feel bad for what had happened?
Absolutely.
Do you feel bad for the children?
Yes.
So, and I think, Detective Pender we're trying to give you the opportunity to try to explain some of these discrepancies in the story, and the things that don't really add up or make sense. And you maintaining that you were in fear for your life. Yes. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like at this point, today you really haven't, and I'm not judging you, everybody processes things differently. So I understand that. But you haven't really seemed remorseful for today, at least, for what had happened.
Oh, God.
It's not remorseful. She's still ain't remorseful today.
I don't know what I can't take it back.
No, because she feels she's justified.
Okay, so listen, y'all. This is 56. Listen, so this right here is the portion they played in court, and I'm pretty sure is another part. But I just came across the entire. That's not the entire. What you call it? We finna go to it. Hold on. That's not the entire. It's finna end on here, right here. But
she feels she's justified. She feels she looked
and she feel like she's convincing them that she was justified.
Yes, she's convincing them what
A
she
former
learned
South Suburban
on
school
the
lunch
internet.
lady is now facing criminal charges accused of stealing more than $1 million.
It only did it once today, be too high. You get on my nerves. One time. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. That's not the whole interrogation. It's a whole nother hour. Now, whether I'm listening to that whole hour.
What the fuck are you watching? What the hell is that?
Where?
That they're eating it there and on those shorts. What is that?
Oh, that's ice.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. That's ice. That's my short right there. That's ice. I told y'all I watched Ice eating. Ain't like it's roaches or something.
I'm gonna ask you to seek therapy.
I do. I am in therapy. Why is my screen froze? See, it's true. It be you for me. Damn it. I'm gonna have to close it down and come back. I'm gonna close it down and come back, y'all. I'm still here, but I'm closing down that. Okay. Bring it back up, y'all. But what was you saying, D. True?
She researched. She convinced herself that she was justified in what she did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she went in there with a cocky attitude, because he's stating that today you seem a little different than you did on the day of the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a little remorse. I saw a little sadness about what had happened. But today you're different. Today you got a lot of excuses. You got a lot of why it happened. You got a lot of words coming out of your mouth that you shouldn't really be saying or knowing. Today there's a little more cockiness in you.
Baby, she did. Somebody, I think I saw somebody put in the chat that she did her homework.
She did. She did her homework, and he knew it because he called her out on it. Have you been looking at things? Did you look at? And she said, "Well, because where is this? This is not Florida, is it?
Let me see.
Is it Florida or is it Illinois?
Illinois.
Illinois. Now Illinois has a different. I don't think they have stand your ground, but it's similar to stand your ground, but it's not, because you know stand your ground says you don't have to retreat. Other states haven't. Florida has stand your ground. I think a couple other states have stand your ground. Other ones have different laws.
Wait a minute, Illinois is the other lady. I'm sorry, I got confused. The truth.
Okay, yeah, I think
it may be Florida. Hold on.
This is Florida.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm thinking about the chicken lady. The chicken wing
so
lady.
she's reading up on stand your ground, which says you don't have to retreat. That you have every right to defend yourself. And stand your ground, especially in your home or even your vehicle, or if you're being robbed or something, stand your ground means you don't have to retreat. That you don't have to flee. You have a right to defend yourself right there, but not behind a locked door.
That's retreating if you behind a locked door.
You're already there.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to retreat because you're already behind a locked door.
Yeah, you're behind the door. You don't have to retreat because you don't need to go anywhere. You're behind a locked door. So you stand your ground is not going to protect you here. But she convinced herself that stand your ground was the law for her.
I honestly think she playing that. I'm sorry. They probably couldn't prove it though. But that's what I believe. I sure do. I feel like she knew what she was gonna do when she went about that gun.
Well, the timing of the gun is right around the time that she started having problems with these kids.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I believe she did. Playing it. Yeah, Sonya. I believe it too. I don't know if they couldn't prove it or it just never felt like, that was the case, but I do. I feel like that was the case.
Well, in premeditation, you have to prove that person had that thought. See what I'm saying? Like they had. Okay, I'm be quiet.
I knew you were gonna give it. I knew it. Go ahead.
Well,
weren't you explaining that one time, the truth, that it don't have to be like days of planning or even like
it's a thought. Reasonable. A premeditation is a thought. A mindful. The way you define premeditated is a mindful thought. A thought process makes it premeditation. That could be a minute, 5 minutes. It could be, you just have to show that there was a thought process prior to your actions.
Yeah.
What I mean by thought process is you had enough time to realize what you were about to do. That's premeditation.
Hell, she could have done it when after the lady went to knocking, and she went to go get the gun to come back to the door. Cause yeah, maybe they just didn't think it was the truth, or they couldn't prove it. I
Well,
don't know.
they're thinking she got the gun out of fear,
Mm-hmm.
and she fired the gun because she was scared. But
Mm.
they couldn't put premeditation because
Okay,
again,
Sarah.
it has to be a willful act that
Yeah.
you went to get that for the main reason of shooting this person
Mm-hmm.
or doing bodily harm to that person. That's the premeditation. I'm gonna go get this gun and I'm gonna shoot you, just like oh boy, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. That's premeditation. You said what you were gonna do. You thought about it. You said it.
When the officer said they were in trespassing and there was nothing they were going to do about it, that's when she determined. Sorry. Child.
Well, I think the whole purchasing of the gun thing was because of the children playing around her house, knocking on her door, as she said. And I think they could put that together as a timeline. You bought this gun right around the time you started having problems with these kids in the neighborhood and the parents in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Because every person that they talk to say, yeah, we all had problems with her. We've all had dealings with her.
Yeah, the cops on the night that she shot the lady said, yeah, I know about her. I know about her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shoot.
and each one of those parents said, yeah, we've all had dealings with her about our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So she has had a run-in with every one of those parents. But for some reason, AJ was the one she had problems with the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because the picture on her phone was one of AJ's kids.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that for some reason, like I said, I saw a bunch of white kids and AJ's kids. I don't know. I think that last guy was Hispanic. The one
Yeah, the one that was
with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like I said, the timeline is you bought this gun because of those kids. You knew exactly what you were going to do.
Oh, it's 3. No, we at 3.5. I think I'm gonna play this other half of this interrogation tomorrow, y'all. And I normally don't do crime and justice on the weekends, but since it's already a verdict on this and we just want to see what led up to it, I think I'm gonna come on tomorrow, if not just to play the other half. Because their interrogation was 2 hours long. I thought it was an hour, but that video that I just was playing, that's only the first part of it. There's another half to it. So
she couldn't have looked up shit because the first thing they'll say to you is, "Don't say nothing."
Well,
why are you talking? Why are you answering questions?
The lady that you said she was cocky, and the lady honestly felt like she was getting out.
Yes,
she was getting out.
That's the reason she in there running her mouth, because she thought she knew exactly what to say to get her off. Stupid ass.
Anybody who wears a jacket or a sweater with some shorts, you gotta give them the side eye. Anyway, I'm just saying. Go y'all. This live has been, it don't even seem like we've been on here that long, but we have been on here 3.5 hours. Y'all know I don't like these lives to be that long. But thank you, D True. Listen, D True, I'm gonna come back. What you doing in the morning?
Tomorrow I'm actually off because I'm going night fishing tomorrow night.
You know you love to go fishing. Well, Sonya, I'll say it. I mean, y'all gonna look it up anyway. She was found guilty.
Yeah. No, I don't like fishing myself. I just like driving the boat.
You be with your guys.
I just like.
Okay, Keisha, thank you, sweetie. Watch the replay for me, honey. Yeah, Miss Sonya, they found her guilty. They found
her guilty of manslaughter.
Mm-hmm. But we gonna watch the little clips of the trial to see what was said. And y'all know we always, when we be listening to the trials, we always hear stuff that we don't hear, like in these videos and stuff. You're welcome, Miss Nan. Thank you. Thank y'all for supporting the channel today. I appreciate it. I'll be back later. I schedule my My T channel live, but for some reason, StreamYard, I don't know if it was StreamYard or YouTube, but when I scheduled this live, it wouldn't allow me to put up a thumbnail. I don't know if it was a glitch going on or what, but anywho, but I'm gonna schedule. I think I'm gonna go on at about 4 or 5. I'm not sure.
Are you doing a nasty live tonight?
No, that's live tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So are you gonna be on the boat? See, I think did you are you saying you're gonna be on the boat so you don't have to be in the nasty live?
I wasn't. I know. No, I forgot.
Wait a minute. It seems like you stuttering, sir.
Well, let me do some research real quick. I don't know.
See, night fishing. Night fishing usually like in the wee hours, like after midnight or something like that.
Nah, when it gets dark.
So you
I like to go out when it's not that dark. It's getting dark, so I know where I'm gonna go to, because I hate like driving my boat with lights and the sonar. Yeah, I don't like that. So I like to know where we're going, and then I get there, and then it gets dark, and then.
So are you calling in for tomorrow?
I'm probably gonna be calling in for tomorrow night.
That's all right. I'm still writing you up. Anyway, you supposed to schedule that for tonight, sir, or Sunday.
Trey is the nasty one, so he'll be all right.
Trey don't ever talk.
He'll take up my slack.
At least you'll get up here and talk. Trey don't ever talk.
Trey's nasty. He'll take up my slack, right, Trey? Yeah. See? He just said, "Yeah."
No, he did.
Yeah,
no, he did.
Yeah.
I ain't messing with you. All right, y'all. I enjoyed y'all today. Listen, I'm gonna come back. Now listen y'all don't hold me to the fire if I don't do this weekend. I'm gonna plan on doing it. Just put it like that. But y'all know how my weekends be going sometimes. So if I don't come back early morning hours on the weekend on this channel, then we'll pick up Monday. But yeah, y'all can go and check out the verdict was read out. She was found guilty, but we're gonna listen to clips of the trial. Okay.
So are you saying you may be doing some nasty research?
That's not what I said.
Oh,
that's not what I said at all, sir. Absolutely not. Y'all be good. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful rest of the day. I see y'all later over there in the T channel. And yeah, thank y'all for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you again, lady friend, for supporting the channel. True, just make it Monday. Girl, it's probably gonna end up being Monday, Miss Lynn, but I'll be trying, y'all. It always be some come up. I enjoyed today. I was able to listen and set my quit now. Okay, Ebru. All right, y'all. I see y'all next time. Thank y'all for joining on the Crime and Justice channel. Y'all be good. I see y'all in a couple of hours. Love y'all. Thank you, D True.
Thank you.
All right.